Wise,
it's not
you now have 2
Itachi,
episodes
it's the
banked.
silhouette of Itachi.
Yeah.
And the eye is there.
Whatever the one is after
like,
this, can just,
assume
wait
that it's
a
Naruto.
Yeah,
you know, it's like
hello.
him over the village that he just.
We were like 2 hours
fucking
deep into the
slaughtered.
podcast, and they wanted to just continue. I was like, how
Assume
we start a new
that
one
it's
all together
him
when it gets here.
on-
It'll be like a part
on
1,
top
part
of
2.
a roof. That's like a village that he just slaughtered, like his whole
Yes,
Sure
hold on.
family.
Wait.
Oh, she's so excited about
Wait,
Kendrick.
hold on. He's not done.
Wait.
Wait. All right, welcome. Shirts Off, episode 10, part 2
You already
of
started
A-Pop.
it? God damn it, give us a breather, bro.
I'm here right now
You
with
did this
Charlie.
last time.
Lee.
Wait, what happened to a normal conversation?
Hey,
we
I'm
were just talking about a
Listen. I'm here with Liam, Cooper,
What's her name, man?
Ritz.
There you go.
If she wants to be here.
Jesus.
She doesn't look like she's confident in it. So, you know. Part 2 of A-Pop.
WWE practice.
Oh, we should add some music play when she entered. Like, you know, the glass breaks. No. The glass breaks is like Stone Cold music. She's got more of Stone
My
Cold.
walkout song is The Stroke.
With,
Billy.
Oh. That's a good one.
Okay.
She does pro wrestling.
Dead Space Part 6.
Can we
I beat all you
restart?
guys to it.
I gotta pee and I feel like I'm.
No, go ahead. We pee all the time during
Yeah,
this.
we
Yeah,
pee in the middle of this all the
Literally, Charlie will scream from the bathroom. Hey, hello.
That's
Here's a joke I thought
As long
of.
as everybody knows that.
How dare
He
you?
thinks they're
Sit
great.
down, I'll get it.
He thinks they're great every time. So.
Uh-huh. And when your jokes aren't that good,
Listen,
he's gonna let you
I
fucking know.
literally am telling you that he is the harshest critic I've ever encountered.
Which is nice because it makes me think. He laughs at 95% of what I said. But I just thought he was a nice guy. Now I'm like, oh, I'm critically funny, and I have expectations to meet now.
or this is what's going on. I think he's manipulating us, man.
Well,
he's
hold
like,
on, man.
Definitely.
Gaslighting?
yeah.
No.
Catone?
Manipulating.
I know, right? Foreign concept. Anyways,
First of all, how dare you attack the whole family?
Oh, just the three of you. Not even Brian. Just the three
honestly,
of you.
Brian,
I love my dad to death, but he is the biggest gaslighter.
Brian does gaslight. Brian gaslights the hell out of a conversation. Brian will be like, Brian will walk in the room and to me will be like, "You're my favorite son," and hug me right in front of Charlie. Like, you know, if that's not gaslighting,
But
I
that's
don't know what
also
is.
like not even scratching the surface. He will let you lie about something he knows about in front of him for an hour before finally schooling you, just to let you really feel like you've done a bad job.
And then give you
gaslighting or parenting?
and then give you a phone charger and send you on your way.
That's
like, just
all
have
right.
like a random
Parenting,
bag of
though,
shit.
you're right.
yeah,
and be like,
he just got random shit.
It's the craziest.
Clayton, yo, you want a shelf? Like literally.
No, he looked at me one time. I was like, "You want a pop socket?" And I was like, "Bro, I don't even have those in my life at all." And he's like, "Here, take 5." And I was like, I hadn't seen him in 3 months, and he just comes out with pop sockets. It was like, "Here you go. Give one to your girlfriend, maybe to your mom. I have a bunch of them here."
He has a lot of
They were like new in the box.
so much
Fell
shit.
off the truck, quote unquote. If you know what I'm saying.
You think my dad's stealing all that stuff?
I don't know. I haven't seen him buy it.
Yeah.
If he is, it's getting to an unhealthy part of his life, like, because there's so much.
We ate the rest of
What? Hey, listen, I got something to tell you.
Okay, I'm listening.
All right.
This is the thing. I'm thinking of the category because I know it's gonna be your favorite fucking something, and I know it's gonna be black. But that's it. So I'm trying to guess the category, but I'm already halfway there.
I actually wasn't gonna go for that. I was gonna ask you something, but
Oh, what do you have for me?
no, now I'm on that. Like,
No.
it's too late.
Ask the thing you're gonna ask instead, though. Just say it, man.
Oh,
Now he's really cooking. He's cooking something in his brain. Something horrible to say. This is
Can
great
I steal
podcasting.
one of your hidden cokes?
Yeah, that's fine. I don't even drink Coke. I don't even know why it's in
Are they
there.
your girlfriend's?
No, she doesn't drink them either.
Oh.
I think those are from Christmas, probably.
Say what you're gonna say, bro.
All right.
killing
Yeah,
me.
I'm just gonna ask you. All right. So, okay.
What? Yes.
So you didn't finish what you were gonna say about Beyonce
I'm gonna kill myself.
in the country album.
Well, yeah, but I was on part 1.
That was a whole nother podcast.
No, it's okay. We're continuing. It's part two.
Somebody's
It's
waited.
A-pop part
Actually,
2.
Ali, someone's waited a week for this.
It's A-pop. It's A-pop part 2.
I think it is time to talk about
Yeah,
this.
yeah. So, like, where were you going? Because you started with the Post Malone thing.
Well,
and then
the
you
Post
didn't.
the Post Malone thing was about how he co-opted black optics to propel his career forward, and then abandoned them to get to the music that maybe he always wanted to do.
Yeah,
It's
that's
almost
last week's message, man. We want to.
No. It ties together. I
I know.
think I know where it's
I-
going.
The idea of it tying together.
He's doing like a previously on
I haven't last week on A-pop.
Yeah.
part 1.
Last week
Yeah.
on part 1, A-pop.
Shirts Off Podcast season 3.
Okay, don't do
Sorry.
that.
Episode guy, you know,
Episode
goddamn,
put the zip
9.
code in it. Why don't
Yeah. 803.
you? No, don't do it.
Area.
You fucking nuts.
You thought that was the zip code?
No, it's not that I thought it. I wasn't processing. I just
You were like 3
It's
numbers.
297.
That's the zip code.
don't deflect. Don't magic cylinder that bullshit. That was on you, idiot.
You believed it.
A little bit.
So who is the fool? The fool or the
Or the
fool?
fool follows the
Yeah.
fool. Anyways, I don't know enough about country music, and I don't want to lead with like white people don't like seeing black people like succeed in like
Yeah.
their fields, like, you know.
That's all I've seen online.
Yeah,
about
and that's the thing. It's a lot of it, right? So, like, if I had a better background of country and stuff like that, and I actually listened to the album, I'd have a greater conversation.
Yeah.
But I led with Post Malone absolutely stole from black people. That way, in case you guys made a good... Beyonce's not a real country artist. I'd be like, yeah, you remember that country artist that used to be a rapper? So that was the whole...
Well, Darius Rucker was the same way. Darius Rucker didn't start out in country, but he has
didn't?
become a country artist.
Hootie and the Blowfish.
Yeah, I mean he did Hootie and the Blowfish, but I thought he did other stuff before that.
Probably.
I think he either did rock or he did hip hop. I can't remember which.
Pretty
He
sure
did
rock.
something else before he came into
I really feel like country music is like the song industry, like the music industry on easy mode. You know what I mean?
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, that's how like all these people, like Taylor
He said
Swift,
the
for
thing
instance.
we've all been trying to say that we didn't know how to.
But I mean, Taylor Swift, for instance, had her big break in country and then moved on to what she wanted to do after that. Or, you know, this whole time she's just wanted to do country and has been faking it for the last, decade or so. But,
She went from country to pop, which is
She
easier,
went from
easy
country
to
pop
easier,
to pop.
easy to easier.
The old country pop.
The other thing, too,
That's
is like when
most
you're...
country bands go. From
You remember how I said, like,
country
in
to
rap
pop.
music, your music is so intrinsic to your identity.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like in other, there's a separation between the artist and the art a lot heavier in other genres. But like when it comes to rap music, like
that-
if I rap a song and I'm like, I get money, I kill people, you would assume that I actually get money and kill people.
Right.
I am broke and I don't kill anybody.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm
But-
broke and a pacifist.
But
Yeah,
in a,
that's fair,
well, I
yeah.
would say that. But in a rock song, if I'm like,
I'm broke and I accidentally elbowed someone.
but
I
in
got
a,
paid nothing for it.
in a rock song, if nobody's gonna question how far you're taking your hyperbole, like nobody actually cares if who does Down with the Sickness, Disturbed.
Disturbed.
Nobody
Yes, sir,
cares if he
yes, sir.
actually like beat the shit out of his mom.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a fuck about that. Nobody actually gives a fuck about that. But even Eminem,
That's like not a true story at
Yeah,
all.
yeah, yeah. Nobody
It's
gives
just
a-
like relatable to some people.
Yeah.
It's
But then when you start doing that with hip hop, it gets a little
Yeah.
questionable because
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like with
hard song at the time, it went hard at the time, but
At what point is it?
You're
is
right,
it, like,
yeah.
metaphor, and at what point is it a reflection
it's
on
like
your
a
reality?
lot of like
Was
Linkin
there
Park
even really
songs
Mom's
too, like
Spaghetti?
it went hard at the time. But
hell yeah, you're fucking ridiculous.
That was so dumb.
No, but see, that's the thing. It's not about stuff like that. It's only about like things that are so tied to ego and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, are you actually that tough? Are you actually that rich? Or do you actually have that much sex? Are you actually that impressive? Do that many people actually care what you have to say? But like in rock songs, we just care about like, even if we like the lyrics and stuff, we're not like, we don't care if that guy actually tried to kill himself. Like hopefully
Yeah.
he didn't. You know what I mean? We don't
Yeah.
care if he really saw a man drown in the fucking river that one time. Like, hip hop is the only genre where you say is that directly tied to your identity. I'm not saying there's a complete separation of
I
other
think you're
genres,
right, yeah.
but there's a bigger gap than it is
Yeah.
with a rapper. So when Post Malone co-ops Black American identities and tropes to push his music, that's a little bit different than like a white girl co-opting country shit and then going to pop, because she co-opted two variations of like, she didn't culturally appropriate anything.
Okay. Yeah. No, I get it.
Right.
I think a lot of other genres focus more on like relationships, emotional stuff. A lot of rap is very much focused on lifestyle because it's like a really big
Yeah.
flex to a lot of people.
Yeah,
And I think that's why that genre is so different than other genres, because country, rock, all that, most of it is just the same fucking love song 30
Well,
different times. And the only lifestyle country songs are like, drive my truck to the field, drink a beer.
Gatorade.
Hey,
on
that's
the
look,
floorboard.
that's fucking. Have you ever been to that field? It's nice.
What did you just say to me
Same.
during February? What did you say
I
to
meant
me?
with the beer, not to do work. Who's
That's
doing work?
crazy.
How dare you use me for support?
Anyways, how does you were saying something about Beyonce?
Well, I just said that like so. I don't have enough.
It's almost like he said it.
Well, no, he didn't tie into what he thought about Beyonce. Like, you know,
I don't know enough.
Oh, you don't know
Were you
enough?
listening?
Okay. I'm sorry.
He was that whole explanation was that he doesn't
you
have
act
a
like
lot
there
on
wasn't
it.
50 segues between us talking and him saying what he was saying for me to be like, oh, I can connect the dots to this. Like,
That's because you can't connect the dots.
that's not you. It's fucking this.
No, it's you not
And
letting
this.
people explain that he has twice now explained that he doesn't know about it. So
All right.
he was hoping we would talk
All
about
right,
it, and we
all right,
didn't.
all right.
And I use Post Malone to preemptively
Yes.
deflect the idea that if somebody came with like, "Hey, she co-opted white culture," I'd be like,
I don't think she did.
No, I feel
No.
like she probably did it.
I feel like you can't accept that Alim doesn't know about Beyonce's country
and
album.
that's fair. This is what I think about it. I think it's good. I don't think if it was anybody else but her, she wouldn't have won an Emmy.
Did you listen to it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't listen to it at all, but I'm assuming.
I did listen to it. No, it's decent.
I'm sorry,
It's fine.
Beyonce hasn't
Like,
made a banger. I don't like Beyonce.
damn.
I'm sorry.
I mean, look fair.
Yeah, you know. During February though, it's crazy.
Listen, all I'm gonna say
I
is
love Kendrick Lamar.
my favorite pop.
Crazy
My favorite pop.
valid statement.
What do you want from us, Alim?
How can we be allies?
Not all of them.
Listen. My favorite criminal in jail right now.
Oh my god.
No, stop. You can't do that one. You can't. That one's too layered. That's too fucked up.
Oh my god.
I can't. Next topic, or we box. I can't. I've let a lot go. I've let less slide. Because of
What if he had
prison
said- what if
industrial
he had-
complex, you can't do that.
What if he had said like a white
What if he
guy?
said like what?
Like a white guy.
He wasn't.
I know, but I'm
You would
saying,
not
what if he
have
had? Would that have made you laugh?
Listen, 2 words. Baby oil. All right,
Oh,
that's
God.
all.
Oh,
I'm
you
saying.
got us.
That's worse. I'm not gonna say what he was.
What he might be, we still don't know. We just have seen a lot of shit that's pretty damning, but like, we
Alleged.
don't know. We
It's
don't
all
know.
alleged.
It's all alleged. He hasn't been in front of a court. He hasn't been convicted of shit. All he is
Well,
is
he's
like,
been in front of a court.
right, but like he hasn't been sentenced.
Do
Do
He's
you ever
just
notice
in
our
there.
legal system is really just a long-winded delay of wealthy people actually having to sit with what they've done wrong?
Innocent until
'Cause
proven
if-
guilty.
Yeah, no, but if my black guys got accused of some shit in like the Lancaster News, bro, they know I did it. They know I did it.
I would back you up. I'd be like,
no, for sure.
I did, even if you did do it, I'd be like, I
And you
didn't
know
see
how
you.
many people wouldn't like
She's
you
like
for doing
trying
it?
to fight it. It's too hard.
I would die on that hill. I'd be
They're
like,
making it smaller.
no, I'd start a movement for you. I'd
I
be
think
like,
thanks. Hashtag free lean. That's crazy.
I'd be like, every podcast would be like,
She
petition
wanted
for
it.
Lee's
Well, you're
release.
not- I can't eat
He
it.
didn't do it.
It was
All
in-
that baby oil was
He-
planted.
Look, there's so much.
He was emulating. He wasn't doing.
You know, you guys just don't get it. He's all about metaphor.
Yeah. You know Jared Leto? He's like, you know, he's
Don't compare him.
No, that's such a bad one. That dude's actually fucked.
Maybe I
Dude,
He's
he's got a
cult
cold.
leader.
He has a cold.
He looks like Jesus on the beach in some of the pictures. He's wearing like a white robe. He's got the beard and the hair. I was like, damn, even I'm a little like, you know, what if he is? You know?
What if he is? That man's making his schizophrenic episode everybody's problem.
I was gonna say you're a method rapper, dude. Like,
method
yeah,
rapper.
if you're emulating Diddy like that, you got the baby oils.
God damn, your cat really wants a banana chip.
I was like, it was really weird. Like, he put his hand on my shoulders
You're
the
not
other day.
supposed to
It was
have
like
banana
getting
chips.
really intimate.
No,
2 gallons of baby
Oh,
oil.
for you.
Convict that man. Convict that man.
You want some banana?
I saw a joke. It was like, if anybody, I think it was fucking
I don't think that she's actually making it.
Chappelle that was like, if that had been cooking oil, nobody would have questioned. I was like, damn.
Nah, baby oil is crazy.
Chappelle was like, he's using the wrong lube.
Dude, the fact that shit was like announced, like there was an actual like announcement, like, oh yeah, they found an absurd amount of baby oil in this.
I want to see it. Like, line them up for me and let me see it.
They took photos.
Are they bottles or are they barrels?
They busted their ass.
Barrels.
When you say the amount, I'm thinking like,
who Mike sold
how much
all
was
that
it?
stuff
You said
to?
like a half ton.
That's crazy.
What'd you say?
Nah, that was a really good inside joke.
Yeah, we shouldn't highlight it.
Oh, okay, never mind. Guess we can't. My chest hurts.
Oh, that was a really good fucking joke. Like, that was incredibly well. That you shouldn't whisper jokes that good, but in this context, it's good.
That's for the sanitized part.
I think Cooper only whispers jokes.
I do.
Listen,
He whispered like 4 bangers
is-
to me
this is
tonight
how
that
we-
no one heard, and it was great.
Yeah, I was wondering if you
Yeah.
guys like had a booger on my nose or something. Like you guys was like,
This is how this cast started.
actually really
he was
fuck
sitting
with
all the way
convo.
back.
Shit that, like I can't say, like the government cannot hear me say.
Yeah,
Like,
he was sitting all the way back in this chair, and he was like, and I was like, listen, like, you know, you're answering what I asked you, but I'm gonna need you to sit up and like, you know, project at least. But it's cool. It's good. You're doing a good job.
the ATF just can't know about it.
I would never let the ATF know,
The IRS can't know about some of my things, so
or the DEA, or the who goes after lube? Is that the FBI? Is
the
that,
FDA.
The EPA, the Environmental
EPA.
Protection
They're going after
Agency.
the oil.
You have that much oil here. You're at risk of a spill.
Yeah, they're like,
an oil
dude,
deficiency.
could you imagine if that fire hit his house? Like, oh my god, all that oil. House would have exploded.
is baby oil flammable?
I just hear oil and
I know.
I
I think this joke has a hole in it because I don't know if you can actually light baby oil on fire.
Vaseline is flammable.
I told you
I don't-
that.
It is, but I don't
It
know.
is,
Like,
yeah.
so it's like a survival technique to get cotton balls and like rub Vaseline in them. They'll like light and stay lit longer, like a candle wick.
That's
All right,
cool.
but what if I put like a torch to my tub of Vaseline?
I feel like it would be kind of like when you
Yeah,
light
like
hand
C4.
sanitizer. I think it would just
Yeah.
kind of be the top
It would
film
burn,
of
like,
it would
slow.
be. It would just slowly burn away.
Okay,
I
so
don't know
it
if
wouldn't
it-
just like
Faster?
firebomb.
Yeah, I don't think it would like. Like I don't think it explode.
That
but
would be cool.
That would be cool.
It would be faster than a candle,
Yeah, it would probably burn away really fast.
but like slower than like gasoline. Yeah, like something like much thinner.
I don't know. I
sure.
feel like we should test it.
I have.
I mean, you can get
Creighton
it.
strikes me as having several tubs of Vaseline.
He probably does. Yeah,
Okay.
go
I feel
Creighton.
like with all that like baby oil, you need a bunch of those like no slip signs.
Yeah, you need some of the. I can't remember what it is. It's like some shit they have in warehouses. Like it's almost like cat litter. Like
Oh,
yeah, like the
you
dust,
Need,
yeah.
you need a good amount, like bags and bags of that shit, dog. Because like, imagine cleaning up after one of his parties, man.
I would say that's enough baby oil to like bring OSHA in for like.
That's a biohazard for
standard.
sure.
Yeah.
There's definitely like a do not slip here. You
The
will get sick
fumes
type
are
shit.
enough.
Yeah,
The fumes are enough to confuse someone.
as Creighton would say, he wants to keep all the stank in.
Why would Creighton be the one to say that?
Because he said it before. Remember, like the first podcast
What?
we did here? I walked in his room for like a second and walked out. I was like, bro, what the fuck is that smell? He's like, dude, shut the door. You're going to let all the stank out.
Now, dude, so I never listened to any of them back, and I actually hate hearing myself talk.
Me too.
Yeah.
I can't listen to him either.
Yeah, so I don't know shit we've said on any of them. Like, I
Yeah,
don't,
if you
I
can't
don't-
remember it in the moment, it didn't even happen in your
Yeah, exactly.
consciousness.
Like these don't exist. Like even with episode 3, dog. Like there's like
Oh.
hours of footage that I'm not like. I have no cognitive understanding.
In
that I
this
said
moment,
any
the
of
only thing I could tell you happened for sure was like that Mickey Mouse joke that made all of us laugh really hard. And I don't even know what it was.
that. Who made a Mickey Mouse? joke?
Michael did like a good impression, and it was like
Oh, I
it was
remember
like-
that
It was
episode.
about something that was
Do
like
you?
happening
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
world.
Dude, you were really hating on episode 3. Like you were studying us, you cunt. I've never watched any of the episodes.
Listen. I
Michael,
knew I was
he
going to get
listens-
my shot eventually, so I had to learn what was going on.
Michael used to listen to them like he would listen
No,
to the
no.
same ones again and again and again and again. He that Mickey
He
Mouse
studied
joke-
it, yeah.
he re-listened. He wanted to be better each time. He loves that shit.
I re-listened to ours.
Oh yeah, I
Do you?
haven't.
Yeah, for continuity. That's why I was like, hey, we need some topics because we've been talking about the same shit for like, you know. Because like, listen, I was telling
Hey, that's
Cooper.
actually kind of funny. That's reasonable.
Whoa.
Because we gave you hell in the group.
I know, y'all
You're
are
like,
talking
shut the
shit.
fuck
You're
up,
like, we can riff, and I was like, no, we can't. Like, listen, I know what's gonna happen. We're gonna devolve into the MCU. Liam's gonna talk about how he's the shit, and like it's not
wrong.
He's not
wrong.
Listen. It's not that Liam isn't the shit, but it's like this is the 4th episode,
And we
like,
talked about how cool I
yeah, and like, listen, I get it. It's probably at least 5 episodes worth, but like, we gotta move on.
There's at least one more episode of that we got banked up we can do.
Yeah, like let's save some of that and talk about other stuff. And I brought Cooper here because Cooper contributes a lot, and even on the car ride here. Like, I know he's been quiet on like some of this, but like, dude, we talked the whole way from like Rock Hill to here, which is a good like 30 minutes.
He's really good for the vibe.
Oh yeah, no, he set the whole vibe. I wish we had been recording in the car
We
because
talked
like
about My Chemical Romance for an hour.
yes,
That's the best description of Cooper I've ever heard.
No.
it was
Did you hear what
great.
she said? Did you hear what your girlfriend said about you?
Yes.
What'd she say?
She said Cooper's good for the vibe. He's like a candle. Cooper the candle is like so awesome to
candle.
me.
I'm
gonna
be
draw
candle
you
for
as a
Halloween.
candle.
Trump was at the.
Nah, when did I say I was the shit? I'm about to go back
Listen,
and listen to this fucking episode.
Bro, are you crazy?
No, 'cause did I not self-deprecate?
You definitely did that also.
But like,
you do both things.
like yeah, it's kind of like we don't know
You
what
got a
you think
net
about yourself.
zero.
You know what I mean? Because like on the one hand, you're like, I'm like neurodivergent, but also I'm hot as fuck. So like,
Yeah.
I mean that. Look, I'm not talking shit. I agree. You're right. Like you're right. But it's like,
Like, look, Ritz likes Kendrick and she hates Beyonce. Like,
yeah. But it's like, look,
both
it's
things
like
are possible.
It's like I could be like, Cooper, you're a candle for like 2 hours every week. But
Yeah,
eventually,
sure.
people are going to understand that he's a candle, and we could talk about something else.
That's crazy, though. That's
I
mean
will
that you're bringing it
never
up so aggressively.
offer any anecdotal stories about I do not exist. Fuck you. That's crazy. This isn't even
I
my
love
podcast.
it.
I'm a guest. I'm a guest. And y'all must have fucking forgot that. Bitches, I'm a guest. You're
I love it. I'm glad you do it.
I'm a
like
guest
it.
now, too. I don't even consider this, like, my podcast, even though it's on my YouTube channel. Creighton does all the work. I just show up and talk shit with my buddies.
What the fuck you want to talk about, Creighton? What the fuck do you want to talk about? Now, put your beer back in your mouth, bitch. Suck that phone, pussy. What the fuck you want to talk about, huh?
Ooh, I have a topic.
Fuck you. What you want to talk about?
I got a list of like 20 things. Hold on.
Yeah, give me that list. I'll read the fucking now. Now, give me the goddamn
please. This
list.
is gonna be so good. This is,
Talk
hold on,
about the
okay, hold on.
fucking
My
Podcast.
boss wrote these nuts on there. He
Podcast
saw it on my
listeners.
desk and wrote these nuts.
Hold on. Okay, podcast listeners. Aleem is holding a piece of paper. Creighton wrote notes for some reason. We're about to hear Creighton's notes by Aleem. I'm so excited.
We talked a lot about that already. I just memorized it.
I'm not gonna hold you. You
Please
might not have
pass.
shit by Aleem because I can't read.
Read it at all. I forgot Creighton.
That's
Creighton-
why I write the way I do. Nobody knows. Not me.
Please pass that to me.
That
What?
shit is hieroglyphics and Chinese characters.
The
and
only words that are readable.
Super Bowl.
He's nuts.
These nuts.
I didn't write that. My boss.
I
wrote
know, that's what I'm saying. The only thing on you didn't write is what we can read. Topics for episode 9, I can read. Super, I guess, bowl, like, contextually would make sense. But it looks like hovel, not bowl.
Hubble.
Growing. Halftime show.
Taylor,
Parade.
that can't be Swift.
Taylor. Hard.
Hot
No,
tub.
that's hate.
Hot
Taylor
tub.
hate.
Harlow.
Halftime show.
Parade. That's
Parade.
paradise. I don't fucking know.
You want me to read it?
Grammys, I think.
Yeah.
Growings.
Rooster Teeth.
Come back.
Oh, what? Yeah,
Let's
I knew you were
go.
coming on.
Let's
so I was
go.
like, let's talk about
Daily
No.
I know. I saw it.
Dortando.
Listen.
They, your.
Bro, these are this is ridiculous.
All right,
Yeah,
look,
wait,
let
I'm still
me.
analyzing.
I haven't
People,
looked
this
at
is
it
how
once.
bad.
And it is exciting. You do want to look at
Yeah,
it.
it is
I've
very.
heard so
This
much
is
about
great
it.
content, by
You've
the way.
never-
Listening to people try to.
I've
heard-
You need to-
fuck up.
I've heard hieroglyphics.
You need to take a
like,
photo.
I need to look at it.
Let Cooper
please.
see it.
No, wait. This one is important. Why I like to fuck up.
People's days.
That says poop.
4 letters is somehow people. So
P-O-P.
here's the thing. The thing, Cooper is now the one looking at it. When this is, you need to take a photo of this and have it be the first comment in the video.
Oh, that
so
could be
people,
the cover for this episode.
Okay, that too.
Also, we have to remember to take a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, we forgot with Zoe. and like now we gotta shoot
Rooster
this
Teeth
out there in
come
the
back.
ether somewhere.
Damn.
Look, I'm working on that.
Anyway,
Subtle. I'm subtle. Subtle as fuck.
I really want.
I like.
I want people to know this like chicken scratch that we're looking at.
All right, do you want me to read it again?
Yeah, so bad actually.
We got Super Bowl. Trump. Taylor hate.
Taylor
halftime.
hate.
Yeah.
It was hate.
Halftime show, the Palestine flag thing, because somebody jumped up on Kendrick Lamar's car that was a dancer and whipped out like a Palestine flag and started waving it and was escorted out. They didn't show that shit on TV apparently.
I didn't see it.
The
I
Grammys,
didn't see
Rooster
that.
Teeth coming back, things we're thankful for, daily devotionals, changing.
He can't read his own writing.
Changing the something.
Cha-
Oh, hey, that's I was talking about this earlier. I changed the oil. These nuts. Why I like to fuck up people's days.
Oops, day.
Why do you like to?
Oh, apparently, Trump was the first sitting president to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
In obituaries. So,
That's crazy.
Who's obituary?
Hold on. Okay. So when you're
Two
writing those,
Two of those.
I
let's
thought that
go
said
ahead and
obituary.
scratch.
I
Which one
didn't-
are we scratching?
Trump and the Palestine thing, two layered, very consuming topics.
Yeah.
to get
Okay,
into.
okay.
Come with too
Dude's
much
hilarious, though. Like,
There's a lot. Rooster Teeth. Did you guys actually watch Ruby?
I didn't watch Ruby. I watched
I
Red
saw
vs.
like
Blue.
the first like
Because that shit was
3
ass.
or 4 seasons.
Oh, you thought Ruby was ass?
I thought it was dog
Okay.
shit.
I know it crossed over with Justice League. I haven't watched it.
That's
yet.
cool.
It did cross over with Justice
So did
League,
Mortal
which
Kombat.
was
Wild crossover. I was
incredible.
not. I was
It was
not.
ridiculous. Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, you were saying. Sorry.
No, that's it. I don't. Yeah, I mean.
Okay. I watched Red vs. Blue, and that's how I got into Rooster Teeth. So I'm really excited that Bernie bought it back, and that's what we're talking about because everybody's like,
Yeah.
Rooster
so,
Teeth saved.
Did you ever watch Red vs. Blue?
Yes, I'm familiar with
Oh
Okay,
hell yeah!
so-
Look, listen, me and you.
That's
Crane love
what I'm excited
I'm
for.
super hardcore Red vs. Blue fan.
Damn,
fuck
y'all
with
should
that.
have.
I've only met
Lamar while I was
two
here.
other
Shit,
people.
while I wasn't.
And it's YouTube. Oh, I've only met 2 other people, and that being Cooper and our friend who goes by Laura.
So I just want you, 2 people that were into it, or 2 people that even knew what it was.
2 people that were into it.
I know
Because
what
he's
it was.
into it.
I just didn't.
Yeah,
know.
okay, because I don't
He's a
want
bitch,
That high
so.
five felt like Liam's into it. I'm aware of it. I've watched some of the videos. I thought it was really cool, and I think that they made a new form of content almost. Like I don't know if they
At
were the
the
first
time.
one.
Yeah.
that
So
were
is he a
trying to-
piece of shit too? Because that's how I feel about it.
You're a piece of shit. He's got more
Okay.
respect for it. You don't have any respect for it.
There's a cat under you.
Okay. At the time.
The way
You're a
his
piece of
voice
shit because
cracked.
you would have been. Like, he's
Hey, bring me a beer.
You know what happened? He was like, "Let me deconstruct this Rooster Teeth joke and like tell you why it's ass and why I'm way funnier." That's and then he stepped to dog shit right after that. So
That scared me. I forgot I asked, and I was like, I don't want to know
Watch
what
out
that
for
is.
it's put his dick in.
I
you.
like Red vs.
Shut
Blue.
the fuck up.
You're like it's cold.
You just keep attacking me for like not being a mega fan.
You
of Red
attack
vs.
me
Blue.
all the time. Let me stand on my
What?
hill.
Take like 2 nights to binge it, and it's
Really,
It
it
takes
does.
more
It's
than 2 nights.
It's, a
it's
lot.
like
for him.
watching
It's like
six.
Not for
15
him.
seasons.
It's like yeah, but each
It was
season-
on Netflix at one
but-
point.
Each season's
but
like a
for
movie,
the first
though.
like 5 or 6 seasons, each episode is like 10 minutes long. It's not
Well,
like a
even- it
30
stays like
Like
that.
regular show, like
episode.
regular show's still a lot to watch. It's still 8.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
it's
but, like, each
it
season's
takes,
basically like a
if
movie.
you just watch it, it like you can watch a whole season like
That's fair.
that.
It's
I
like
don't
a
know,
movie.
The amount of
Fast.
times
That's
that
still
it's been on in
15
my bedroom
movies by
and I
your
fall
logic.
asleep,
No.
wake up, go to work, come
No,
back,
no,
and it's
no,
still
no.
not at the
Not
end of
in
it.
the
I'm
early
like, that's
days.
a
It was like
long.
early.
Listen,
That's
all
a
right,
long
all right,
show.
you're jumping at the wrong time. You should jump in around like season 6. No,
I've
that's when it gets good.
Watched a lot of it.
Sounds like a
That's
One Piece.
such a
Not-
good. that's such a Clone Wars answer. Like,
You're right. He's not wrong.
That's
Anyways,
true.
sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like, he will put it on. I will go to sleep and it's on. I will sleep with it on. Wake up, still on.
Are you watching on YouTube?
Still
like,
on.
what are you watching?
And
Oh,
I
dude,
come
it just
back.
stays on.
I
it's
think
like
that
Tubi or something. Yeah,
It's on Tubi.
It's on Tubi.
It
or
used to be
something.
on
It's
Netflix.
It's on like Roku channel or
Red
something.
vs. Blue
yeah.
was on Netflix.
But
I
what
know.
I'm
I
saying
remember
that,
when
yeah.
it was on Netflix. I remember that. I'm
it
just
will
saying.
be on for
It's-
days.
They did
Straight.
it for fucking 20 years.
That's what I'm saying. It's not
so long.
How many seasons are there?
Okay, so officially,
Bro.
there's like 16. They tried to reboot it, And
It wasn't good.
It was not
Yeah,
great.
It was not good.
No, it's 19 because don't they go through the whole
I don't wanna talk about
New
it.
Gods arc? Oh, you don't like that? Yeah, no, it's not great.
No, this is
There's
crazy
time
how much-
travel.
It's kind of like how there's like some Star Wars lore that like some fans are like that doesn't count.
Yeah, but what
Yeah.
kind of...
You know, like-
those fans are the same ones that hate that Beyonce won a country award.
Listen.
Shut up.
I'm not
She
wrong.
had a country album in the first place, so I was surprised
You know
that
what I
she
mean,
won.
though, right?
Yeah,
Like, there's
Dochi
some,
listen.
also
like Star
won,
Wars
and that was
fans
great.
where they're like,
That was deserved.
Who won?
Dochi.
Okay.
not that one.
Hell yeah. Nah, yeah, she cooked.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dochi's immensely talented.
Yeah, she
She
has
actually-
been for a while, but nobody fucking looked at
No,
her.
she,
for a
she's
long
it's actually
time.
really impressive too because she's like still really fucking young. So like when I first heard her, she was younger than I thought she was. Like listening to her, like she's super ahead of the curve.
That was like Lord. Lord was
Did
like
you
17
see,
winning awards.
Flo Milli
60.
do the
Oh, she was 16. God damn.
the tiny desk, not tiny desk, the library
Uh-uh.
lab thing.
Is it not Tiny Dust?
Yeah, it's
could be.
Tiny
It might be
Desk.
tiny.
That's
Yeah,
Tiny Desk.
that.
I haven't seen
Tiny
it.
Desk.
No,
That one's good.
it's really good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check it out. Dochi's a phenomenal artist. If you guys aren't familiar with Dochi, you should listen to Dochi.
I'm
I don't
exposed
know
to
who
it.
that is.
No
You
clue.
did the little neck cut, like, hey, we can't talk about
No,
Dochi.
I was saying like I don't know who it is.
That's
like
my
also,
ex, man. Please don't bring that up again.
also like my throat was like locking up, so like you know.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Wow.
It takes everything in me not to make a joke about that.
I got a lot of cramps going on right now.
You got throat
Oh, where
spasms.
the fuck?
You goat.
hey, you know who should have won an award? Have you ever, you know who Smokey Robinson is, right?
Oh God.
Man, my man is like 80 in his 80s, and he released an album like 2 years ago called Gasms. Where he just thinks about giving women orgasms. But he calls them gasms. He's just like, I gasms when I look at you, girl. This man's like in his late 80s.
Horny as fuck.
Yeah, just be fucking, like just going out there and sing, because he sounds smooth as fuck still.
Yeah.
So like he comes out there and he's like, ooh, like baby, I gasms when I look at you. And like, the panties are dropping left and right is all I'm gonna say, because like,
You just know it. You just
yeah,
know that.
just from the way he sounds, like
Are you playing a game, Christopher?
I am.
He's like, I gotta tune out.
It is class.
People were talking shit about me. I'm out of here. Gotta go step in some more dog shit.
Shitty shoes.
What dog is that? Shit.
I'm
shoes?
unappreciated in my time.
Oh yeah, such a genius. That's all ahead of the curve.
I'm surprised he didn't have his like little earbuds on. So he's like listening to a game instead of us. wait, okay. So like you were psyched about us talking about Kendrick and Dre beef?
Did you say Dre?
Lamar and
Kendrick and Dre?
Drake, bro.
Drake, sorry, not
You're
Dre.
so white it hurts.
Or I'm drinking a lot. And
Nah, I don't wanna hear that.
Because I
was
said
drinking
J.
just as
Cool
much.
too. And I was like, I meant J. Cole. Because I like, listen, I'm not great with the whole talking thing all the time. I slur my words.
I thought you were gonna say like black people's names. I thought we were gonna be
No.
honest.
No, listen, if
Say
I hear
Aleem?
Aleem.
Yeah, you usually say Aleem, and I don't say nothing about him. You don't even
I
say-
like Leem better. I've said Leem more than I've ever said Aleem or Aleem or
The
whatever.
first one was cringe. How dare you? I thought we were friends.
We are friends. You are.
There's so
Listen,
many things.
I literally tag you and shit on Facebook all the time, and I'm like, listen, I love you.
Me and this
man.
guy are friends.
Yeah.
Everybody knows it.
Yeah. You were like, what do you mean by that? And I was like, I just meant like you got my attention. Boy.
No,
I'll
we do
change
have
my
a
whole
gr-
perspective for you.
We do have a great Facebook report, an incredible one actually.
David, did you see David jump in on that shit? David
Man.
was like,
Man,
first off, David,
Are we talking about David Strain?
you are talking, dude. You can't just drop his last name like that. That's fucked up. Damn, dude.
now you can't.
Yeah,
You can't.
Now we got.
Do you post this on Facebook?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then shut the fuck up.
I wanted to tag him and be like, you were David.
Like, what are you
Listen,
talking about, bro?
We can't ever have him on here. We'll get canceled.
Yeah,
immediately.
low key.
Dude, look at Ted's fucking leg right now. Do you see how he had that shit outstretched over his head looking at that shit?
Yo,
What shit was he looking for?
no more beers. Nah, Nah, that's some
all I'm
furry ass
saying-
shit. Now you
listen.
said some freaky deaky ass shit just now.
Listen.
That's
All I'm saying, if I could move my leg like that.
Okay.
Oh, you a freaky
What the
ass.
fuck are you talking
No,
about?
you're a horny man. You can't talk like that.
No, I just want to be double jointed, like so I can.
Why do you want to be
So I
double
can fit in a
jointed?
box.
What do you want to? Stop playing Clash, Christopher. This is your podcast, Christopher.
This is his podcast.
Actually,
I have
Cooper's
10
filling
minutes
in
to get
for
these
Charlie.
in. I'm just getting them in. This is a brain nothing. I don't have I don't have to pay attention to it.
Cooper's filling in for Charlie.
You're also not paying attention to the podcast.
Yes, I am.
Ritz is Cooper's ego.
I
Or
just
Ritz is
contributed.
Charlie's ego. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
his Jiminy Cricket.
No, I've told you. I'm
That's subconscious.
The size difference too. Like it kind of
wait,
works. It works.
Ritz is Charlie's headphones to Cooper's Charlie.
Huh?
What?
It's like,
Bro,
no more beers.
you have been drinking too
No,
much.
no.
I'm gonna keep reaching. I'm gonna make it work.
Christopher's gonna tell you how bad they're landing because he's a comedian.
How dare you?
Dickhead.
You know who my favorite comic
So
book
funny.
character is?
Ooh,
my
wait,
God.
let me guess. Falcon.
Static.
Ironheart. That was a good pull.
What is the context? Think about like what do you say? Like that was a good guess out of black.
What is a good
character.
pull?
Like Liam wasn't gonna guess that black character. Look how black and
did.
formed I am. I only used my first guess. I only used my
Oh,
first.
you want me to let you keep going? All right, what I think of now, I'll let you keep going.
Bro, don't say let you keep going.
You're allowing me in February of all months.
No, like I just was telling you early, I was excited about it.
Do you
I
guys
thought it was a
think,
good pull.
Do you guys think Elder Scrolls 6 is coming out in the next 3 years?
No,
No.
dude, don't
Fuck!
even fucking shit. Dude, they're gonna drop that
Can we
shit
get a
when Game of
over-under on
Thrones
that?
finishes. When fucking what's his name drops the last couple books, that's when they'll drop.
The Game of Thrones?
Yeah, the game.
Did you
when
just
Game-
relate like the next Elder Scrolls to Game of Thrones?
Yeah, because what's his name?
George R.
George R. Martin.
What about him?
He's gonna die before he finishes that series, Charlie. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I think you're probably right.
Dude, that's like the guy that did Berserk died before Berserk finished.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know you guys don't know Berserk.
No,
I know.
I
do
was
know.
just nodding like I agree.
Emergency Awesome on YouTube. He loves Berserk, and like he'll just throw little flakes of content about it in whenever he can, just to like make a reference.
Dude, I
'cause
haven't-
no one watches it or no one reads it.
Excuse me, I haven't watched him in forever. I love Emergency Awesome.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
He's on his shit all the time.
That dude, he makes so many connections the day of things happening that it makes me like feel like it's if you like to play an instrument, when you watch someone so good that you feel like you'll never get there, you're like, why do I even play my instrument? I watch him and I'm like, why do I even watch this shit? I'm not even I don't even pay attention like this guy does. Like he understands it to such a different level than me.
Can we talk about that though? How there's like, I don't want to say an uncanny valley, but that's the closest thing I can just keep the concept of uncanny valley in your mind. Just like a spectrum of things, and there's a certain level where it's uncomfortable.
Like
But
a hierarchy of understanding something?
Yes,
Or being
and
good
where,
at something?
Yes, and where that starts to kind of swing into okay, so like two people can make a thing. This guy made a thing that the entire world loved. This guy made a thing that a niche crowd of people liked. The niche crowd of people liked this thing for very fair, valid...
Autistic reasons.
Who?
Autistic.
Yeah, very analytical, informed, intellectualized reasons, right? But the guy that made something that resonated with more people...
20 million people like this and 1 million people like this, and then 1 million people have a much more nuanced reason for why they love their thing.
Yes.
And the 20 million people are like, it's pretty.
And that calls for the
that's
question,
the thing.
is the thing that's pretty not accepted at a critical level because it doesn't have enough nuance, or the people that like something because it's nuanced? If you need that much nuance and cool features of yourself to enjoy it in the first place, is it that good?
I think that,
And in a world where a lot of people are stupid, this is a very loaded question.
yes.
Well, that's just like with animation. To me, animation does more for a story than like what you could ever do in live action. But animation will never be accepted in the way that live action is. Like, there's fucking shit that's like leagues better than like some of the best live action movies ever made. But like, how much of the public consciousness is aware of it? Like, at least in America.
Well, there's definitely like in betweens there though. You have these things come out that are like everyone loves it, and there's like incredibly nuanced perspectives.
How much
on
of
why
it
it's
is a
amazing.
kids movie though?
I can't think of one. I'm talking like Avatar, Oppenheimer, The
That's
Dark
not it.
Knight. I'm talking things that like a lot of people watched, made all the money, and is like artistically still an amazing feat.
Yeah, but like there's things in animation that go further than those things that like are able to tell a deeper and arguably better
Would
story.
you consider motion capture animation?
No.
No,
Never. No.
Yes.
Because it's different. You're applying it to a live action environment. Like, it would be like saying
Not
Roger
Arcane
Rabbit.
or the Clone Wars. That's all motion capture.
Yeah, that's different. Because it's like using
It's not
mocap
different.
to help your animation.
It's
Motion
still
capture
mocap.
is animation.
I mean,
You're
yeah,
animating
but
the same
like
thing.
Clone
You're
Wars.
just prejudiced 'cause you love
Uncanny
Star Wars.
Valley.
Yes.
The spectrum of like
Exactly. Here
I'm
it is.
so good. I
The
did
Clone
thing.
Wars,
I love
the
it.
last 4
Did they
episodes.
clock
Yeah.
that?
Huh?
I did the thing.
I was
last-
setting his thing up. This was like a bait to Creighton because Creighton loves this.
The last-
Creighton is
Nah, he
the
still
art.
missed the thing. I
Creighton
just
is
sucked
the
my
art.
own dick again.
Yeah, I know. I'm
okay.
saying.
Helping you.
I
Why
was
you gotta wait? You helped me
Yes.
auto-fellatiate?
Yes.
Yeah,
I need
he's
that.
pushing your head down.
Creighton
That's
is the
crazy.
king. My whole thank you. My
bad.
whole end of this was going to be Creighton is that arc we're talking about. He is that fucking angle on both sides. He will argue the shit out of the thing that is great, and he will argue the shit out of the mundane garbage.
But listen. Those last 4 episodes of Clone Wars are never going to be compared to like shit, or never going to be on the same like stage as something like Oppenheimer or something like Avatar.
How dare you?
I mean, they should.
I don't-
I
how
think
dare
they
you.
should. I think they should. But I mean, they're not going to be because of the way our society approaches that.
Well,
A
it depends
series versus a movie is also way different.
Well,
Yeah.
but okay. So, like, what about
Studio Ghibli films,
Studio Ghibli,
which
films.
are arguably better than like 95% of
Yes.
anything that
Yes.
Yeah.
anybody
Yeah,
could
honestly.
hope
Well,
to
we're in
be.
America too.
They're
Though. Like
fucking
that shit
incredible.
does.
Yeah, they're so
do-
good.
They're
They
so
do different
good.
numbers everywhere.
Well,
else.
we think Disney. That's,
Yeah, but like
that's fair.
Yeah,
like
you're absolutely
75%
right.
of most
like,
content's
but the
viewership
rest of
is
the world.
everywhere else.
But what
Yeah.
I'm saying is, like, the public consciousness is that, like, it's 2D, so it's for kids, or it's animation, so it's for kids. That's what I'm getting at. Is like,
Again,
you
that's
will
in America.
When you
right,
say that,
but
yeah,
that's what I'm saying
it
though.
makes you
Like
think
in
about,
our
like, there's
society,
studios in America that are like missing out on
Yeah, no, I
60
agree.
or
I agree
70%
with that.
of the market out there.
Yes.
They're worried about American currency, not like
Well,
anywhere else.
they're
right?
definitely more worried about Chinese currency. China is
Well,
80% of every
yeah,
movie's and
yeah.
show's box office.
Yeah, which is kind of unfair because there's like a lot of them. You know what I mean? There's like so many of them. It's like
are
not
you
even-
bringing back my joke from like 8 episodes ago?
No, I'm being genuine. Like, it's one of those funky things where, like, I hope that me being black allows me to say some shit that sounds questionable at first, and we can talk about it. But it's kind of like when there's that many of them, like, you almost want something, at least one factor of your movie to appeal to whatever their mass demographic
Well, they
is.
just make different.
'Cause
Red
you
versus
know
Blue
you're
would
gonna
have
bring
done
in a lot
crazy
of- it's
numbers
just-
in
it's a lot
China.
of people.
Dude,
They
oh
just
my
literally-
god! Don't even.
Well, it's
Like,
it's
that's
different
wild.
movies.
That's true. That's true.
It's
Dude,
also, it's also they just make different movies altogether. Like Transformers: Dark of the Moon, when it was released in China, like Sam's not in it. There's like an Asian lady who's the main character. Like they have
No,
different,
the fuck.
That's
they have
not
different cuts
true.
of all the movies.
No, the
Yes.
fuck.
Yes.
you did, they
Sam
cut,
Witwicky is not in
I mean,
Transformers.
he's probably in the film. He's there.
they cut Finn out of the poster for Force
Yeah,
Awakens.
yeah. That's also why I felt
That's
like,
fucked up.
That's why I felt like I could say, it's interesting. I was gonna segue into something.
But they
along
do
those
all
lines.
with all the big blockbusters that get released in China. All the Fast and Furious movies have
cut out
like
the kiss,
there are
too.
extra characters in these
Where the two
movies
girls
that
kiss.
don't exist in
In
the
Rise of
American
Skywalker.
releases.
When did two girls kiss on Rise of Skywalker?
It's like off to the
in the
side.
background,
And if
yeah.
you
That's
zoom
how
in,
I know that movie sucked, because that's not something I would miss.
listen, if you just zoom in a little bit, it cuts it
It's
out.
like
in the frame.
if the shot is like Alim and Ritz, the blanket is the two girls kissing. Like it's
Yeah.
right. It's just right behind them.
but
It's
I
happening.
miss-
The way
Star
I know
Wars-
you guys know about this is because you saw a video on YouTube that was like girls kissing in Star Wars.
Yeah,
And,
no,
like,
for real.
I pointed it out. Like,
It's the
oh, shit.
fans that don't like the Beyonce country.
you
album.
guys didn't catch that in the moment.
I think it's
Like,
fine.
as the
I just
scene
don't think
was
it's
going
award
down.
worthy. Is all I'm saying.
Touche.
Yeah.
For me, stuff like that kind of feels like pandering.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't-
Deadpool 2 does it. Good.
And I don't like anything that's pandering,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah.
don't ever congratulate somebody that's other from you just because they're other.
Yeah.
Like, be acknowledging
Yeah.
the fact that other has brought to the table. Don't just...
Do you?
People
you know-
are like upset, like crying about it, and I'm like,
No,
shit.
but that's the thing, though, too. I like that shit.
Are you
Because,
like they're upset?
Yes, because anybody that's like, if you're like Beyonce's album wasn't supposed to win and you go about your day, like this room full of people,
Yeah.
Gucci. if you're actually crying about it, you deep.
That's wild.
Yeah, you deep hating bitch.
Yeah.
Like you can sob. I hope Shabuzi gets it next year.
You guys
It'd
know,
be crazy if Kendrick dropped like a country
Shut the
album.
fuck up.
Did
Oh
say
my
Drake in
God.
country? Could you imagine?
Say Drake.
imagine Drake runs to country to get
not only
away. That would be
He pulls an
amazing.
MGK and runs to alt rock.
Ah, dude.
That'd be crazy.
What are you gonna say?
You know the YouTube channel Cinema Sins?
Yeah, hell
You
yeah.
know Cinema Wins? Have you ever watched them?
I
So-
know them. I didn't watch them.
It's a much lesser like known channel.
Yeah, because we all thrive off negativity.
Exactly. Well, Cinema Wins.
Not me.
I
Right.
I like Cinnamon Wins a lot. I don't like some of the stuff he says, but most of it's pretty good. He has a really cool take on inclusivity in movies, and he uses Deadpool 2 as like the positive example. He says, if you want to take somebody who are like, a couple who's gay and put them in a film and it not be pandering, have them just be gay. Don't make this moment about them being gay. Like you have Negasonic Teenage Warhead and Kiriko, what's her name?
Kiriko, I think.
Something like that. And
She's not in the comics. So
yeah,
I
it's
don't
like
know.
this is my girlfriend, and then
Shut the fuck up.
she goes,
Cut.
yeah, this is my girlfriend, and that's all they do.
Yeah.
That's boom.
They don't even kiss.
They
They're
don't,
like,
yeah, there's nothing. They like
is
she
whack.
like hugs him one time.
Yeah, we
I do agree. I want to see some.
Yeah, I would
kissing.
definitely want to see them like make out.
Yeah,
Sure,
Yeah,
of
I'm
course,
a-
yeah.
It was-
totally.
I'm all
I'm a
about
piece of
love.
shit.
There are
I'm a piece of
websites for that.
shit.
You can find it, but here's the thing.
Those two specifically.
Yeah, yeah.
I know
It's hard
you
to.
can find it.
You
Listen.
leave Rule 34 out of this.
There you go.
I don't want a drawing. I want the real thing.
I know.
Remember
But,
we were talking about animation not being taken seriously?
Yeah, see, my
but like
point.
you know, people right now on February 10th, 2025, people will call it like fucking the end of DEI and blah 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 blah, all this like woke crazy shit. But in reality, there's good ways of showing inclusivity and there's bad ways. Deadpool 2, in my opinion, did it pretty good. Here are two gay characters.
Fair.
It means nothing to the story that they're gay, but they're gay.
Devil's advocacy.
Okay.
Brokeback Mountain is literally for the exact opposite reason. The story only works because they're gay.
Well, the story is about the
Really
relationship. The story is about the relationship of two characters in a time
Gay.
where it's unaccepted.
Gay.
Yes, they are.
No,
gay.
I love you to death. It's gay.
Yeah, but that's not.
No, it is.
No, no, no.
Hear me out. I'm not
Listen,
done.
love
Okay, you're
takes
not
many.
done. Say your thing then.
No, I'm just telling you. So,
Okay.
like, that's just because you said, like, there's a right way and a wrong way, and it implies that the right way is for it to be subversive or not the main point. Brokeback Mountain does not succeed without the main point being that they're gay.
Love
No,
takes
So,
many
no,
forms.
that's not what I'm saying.
So
With
what are you
Deadpool 2,
saying?
with Deadpool 2, what I'm saying is there are gay characters in movies and shows right now
Yeah.
about that. That's not what the show's about. And they make a moment about these two being gay for the sake of having a gay character and being like virtue signaling to the overarching community.
Inclusive.
Yeah.
Inclusive. Like,
Yeah.
look at us, we're cool.
Inclusivity and virtual signaling are two separate things.
Right, right. But
Yes,
like
but
there is
they're
a gray
using it
area
for that
in there
thing. You
where
can be
people-
inclusive without virtue signaling.
Well, I know, guys.
I know you know, but
Not, I didn't know if you knew that I knew.
I know you know. He's pointing at his hand again. But what I'm saying
I don't
is,
get it.
But the difference is, shut up.
Explain
Craig.
it to
Hold
me.
on. Let me explain this thing first. Brokeback Mountain,
It's gay.
any movie about like the gay experience, much like the black experience, the Irish experience, whatever experience, that's what it's about. That's different. It's about the experience of being gay in a time when it wasn't accepted, but in a very nuanced perspective. In Deadpool 2, we're not watching a movie to like have a lesson in like gayness. We're watching a fourth wall breaking, mass murdering superhero.
Solid.
And then there's two lesbians in it also, and that's not a big deal in the movie. They just exist there.
Solid.
That's inclusivity.
Yeah.
I stopped
Yeah.
listening after Black Experience because I felt like he was virtue signaling to me.
Is that what
So,
you
like,
thought?
you
When
know,
I was looking at all and not you, is that what you thought?
Good cleanup, because if you ended that sentence 4 words sooner, boxing, front yard boxing. My devil's advocate to that is that sometimes the overshot is a genuine attempt to include it.
Yeah, there's definitely things that
And-
try to not be shitty and miss.
Yeah, and
there's
then you
times
also
they do-
have pandering.
Exactly,
And it's
yeah.
it's a Venn
It's a spectrum,
diagram
it's a spectrum.
with gray areas and stuff.
Yeah.
But very well stated. Also, great counter to Brokeback Mountain.
Thank you.
Because I was being a dick.
Yeah, and you
But-
haven't seen it.
Yeah. No,
And you should watch it.
No, I'm not watching that shit.
It's a great film.
No, I got gay grandmas, dog. I've done my part. I'm not watching
That's a
that.
lesbian experience. That's
Touche.
different movies.
You need gay
Seen them.
grandpas grandpas.
Yeah, the gay grandpas are different.
Different gays.
It's a different thing. It's a different message.
One's
They don't
outside.
acknowledge it. They'll just like get older and hate gay people and like totally forget about their gay love affair from war.
Literally,
Valid.
it's crazy. Umbrella Academy has a good take, but like a lesser hateful take.
It's really weird you bring not weird, but coincidental you bring that up because I actually just read like a recent it was a meme that was making fun of that where like a guy's talking about like his buddy that died in the war.
Yeah,
and he's like he had such soft cheeks.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And it's like oh, some of these war buddies like you
definitely
you
were
lost
fucking.
your boyfriend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, like on some Achilles shit.
Yeah,
and that's actually tragically beautiful.
Yeah,
but y'all gotta talk about it.
It's
Yeah,
so
exactly.
toxic how they age out of it because they hate that they felt that way and they hate that they lost that person. But instead of that, they're like,
They're like,
no
I'm
one
just
else
gonna
can
get-
have gay lovers. Fuck you.
Exactly.
There's like I'm gonna get
Yeah,
really into pussy.
They had a
and,
plot
just
like
be
that in Euphoria.
Yes, they did.
Oh yeah.
The guy's dad, which I mean,
It's a brutal story.
fuck Drake, but
Damn.
he like wrote some of it or directed it. He did something.
He's
with it.
the executive producer.
Yeah.
That-
Drake's the
yeah.
executive producer
Well,
of
that was
Euphoria.
why Kendrick
One of-
Lamar's
one of
diss
them.
track Euphoria was called
Oh,
Euphoria.
that's
Yeah.
even
Like I
funnier.
said,
No,
she knows
I
what
love
She
She
knows
knows
all of it,
It's a
bro.
double-
I know
said.
all of it.
She's
It's
like a
double
weird
Mr.
Kendrick
Morale.
Drake
I know,
hate
fucking-
historian.
God damn it! I can't believe.
She's like the oracle of the
I
Drake
will-
wait, wait, wait.
Kendrick
Y'all
hate.
stop
Let her
talking
talk.
Kendrick
Let her
Lamar,
cook.
And then we're
Like
like
I
coming
said,
on
dude,
like
she knows
red versus
everything.
blue and like animation. So we're like, God damn it! I only know so much.
You gotta get in here and like fucking be like, fuck this. We're talking about
We're
Kendrick
going
and Drake.
back.
Part
There,
2, here we
look.
go.
Say what you said. Go ahead.
What did I say?
I don't know. You were saying stuff about
I was
Kendrick and Drake.
done.
What do you know?
Yeah, I was about to say.
What do you know?
You should have let me handle the segue. I could have made it a lot more organic.
We'll do it.
I will. So another double down is if you think about the idea that Kendrick's calling him a pedophile and calling out that he has had mysterious linkage to. I don't think linkage is a word, but he's
I
had
like linkage.
Right, it sounded good. He's had. Is it not a word?
It's a
Okay, I
word,
didn't know if
yeah.
you were like whisper. I know you guys.
Why'd
have
you
like
go
a
to
second-
Cooper for that?
No, because they keep
He's got
having like
glasses. Look
little background jokes. So I was like, maybe it is a word or it's not a word. That's it. But so the idea, Euphoria is about like there's a lot of sex scenes with people that are portraying high schoolers, right? So another layer to him dissing, like it's Euphoria because it's like you executively produce it, but it's also funny because that show has a lot of underage sex being portrayed, and I'm calling you out on the idea that you're right. It's incredibly nuanced. As soon as he dropped it, I was like
cuties.
No, it's not like Cuties.
it's not that bad.
but
No, that's those were pedophiles.
Those
was
were real
straight up.
bad.
Yeah, that was like Euphoria is like we had sex in high school, not me and you, but like
People did.
we were having,
People had sex in high
so
school.
like we know that's the thing. Lancaster had kids doing hard drugs when we were there.
You remember
Yeah.
when somebody we know got caught in the stairwell?
We're not talking about that.
I
We're not
was
talking
like,
about
We're
that.
not
Weed
messy
is not
bitches.
We're not talking about that right now.
But I'm
that,
saying-
that
really
becomes
Shows like
Really funny.
shows like Skins and Euphoria can get critically panned for their portrayal of like underage situations. But if you actually had I don't want to call it a versatile upbringing, an interesting upbringing, you know what I mean? It's not unlikely that you were doing questionable shit at these ages. But it's the idea that like, yeah,
It's
man.
the messaging.
Yeah, you put all this money into these teenagers fucking, and you be fucking teenagers. Fuck you. I'm gonna name my diss track. Then.
Well,
That's
Euphoria.
hilarious. I love that. I know that.
The only
Thank
reason
you.
Euphoria did well is because Zendaya was in it and the plot was good.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't like it because it was overtly sexualized.
Very brutalized
And not even
sexuality.
like that, but like the drug use. And the thing was, it didn't take a real look on underage drug use and stuff like that. It was like, oh, I don't like my parents, and like I'm gonna go fuck about it. But if
Yeah,
you look,
very much.
okay, you can tell Drake was involved with it because whenever you hear Kendrick Lamar talk about these experiences and how it's affected him as an adult and all these things, it's very nuanced, it's very deep. But you watch a show like Euphoria, and yeah, it's entertaining,
You have
but
all
you
the
don't
building
come
blocks.
out of it like knowing how tragic these experiences are. It's an adrenaline high.
Except with Rue.
It's Pulp Fiction. It's like
Yeah.
it's like the idea of Pulp Fiction, like those magazines that were just like filled with content that's supposed to just bleed into your psyche. It's like, this is intense, this is sexual, this is violent, but it's not actually like fulfilling.
It's like why the comics code of authority was put together, because they were like, all this shit's corrupting kids because of that one dude's book. Like, who made like the analogy that Robin is actually like Batman's,
Oh yeah, his page. Because fun fact, in the medieval times, knights and pages and all that, the knights were getting Greek with the pages. Fun
Yeah.
facts.
Oh yeah.
Fun facts.
All like basically every Roman official had like a
little
fleet of
boy,
little boys to come suck their dicks. That was like
What? That's
what, like,
Did you say a fleet? Is
they
that
had like a bunch of like there were little kids who they're like from like
a school would have been better.
a school.
would
There you
have
go, a
been
school
way
of
better.
children. They had like a bunch of kids. That was like their
That's
job.
actually where
Like
school
an
comes
armada.
from.
Yeah. But it was like a snake eating its own tail. Those kids were the ones that grow up to be the officials, and they keep. It's like a never-ending cycle.
like the Catholic Church.
Literally, yeah.
Yes.
I got a mouth.
Drop the mic on him.
Oh man.
Man,
You're getting
controversial.
That's more. The Catholic Church is the Roman thing's just like historical. What's the word? Sadness.
You guys are about to be the Catholic, like the Vatican's like public enemy number one.
Well, y'all
No, we're
listen.
not.
Listen.
Beefing with a
Yeah,
small country?
that would be sick.
That's the epitome of like, I made
Listen.
it.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Joe
you made
Rogan,
it, yeah.
Joe Rogan's got that handle. He's much more their enemy than we are.
Listen. I knew they would come for us one day. The Catholic
Yeah,
Church
yeah.
We
specifically.
need to.
I just didn't expect us
we
to
need
be
go
men when it
after,
happened.
Oh.
And when I land, I fucking land.
That was fantastic.
Listen, he's about to
Tell you
criticize
what.
the fuck out of me. He's like, you landed it, but here's where you went wrong.
Yeah.
And he's gonna
If you
go
would have
back
said
on
the joke like this,
No, I think that was perfect.
He's gonna go back
That
on the
was-
playback
hey,
and be
that was
like, all right,
fantastic.
2
We're coming
seconds
for
sooner,
Bohemian
less
Grove next.
wordplay, and you got it.
We can't get that.
I don't even know if he knows about that.
No way.
God.
What?
No, we're not talking about it.
Nothing.
Oh,
Last-
why do you guys keep talking about shit we can't talk about off to the side,
Okay.
closest to
use
the
your
mic?
secret podcast.
Closest to this mic, too. Like,
There are
they're-
5 people in this room. Cooper is very, very
Outspoken.
interesting and outspoken. But me and Cooper have a lot of stuff we both know about that no one else here definitely knows
Okay,
about,
no,
except
I
for
knew
it's,
about it,
except for
okay.
it's.
I
And,
know. I
and
can
it
hear
would
him
be
talk.
so it's like trying to explain a meme that comes out today that has 10 years of history. It's like it would take too long for us to describe too much nuance to even catch you guys up.
Listen, Liam, I'm feeling discriminated.
Yeah. Wait, hold on.
Why'd you say it to him?
We're on the outside!
Let him know about fucking Moloch, the owl god.
No, we're not talking about Moloch. We're not talking
You
about
see
these
this
things.
shit? What the fuck are they talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, what are we talking about?
You see
would
what
take-
I'm saying?
It would take 4 hours to catch you up on the ridiculous nonsense.
What are you
Yeah.
doing with your YouTube time? That's
They're
what
not
I'm
like
asking.
us.
Okay, last thing I'm going to
Craig.
say about Kendrick Lamar is that I
was
got on
so
Facebook
funny.
and got super triggered at every 40-year-old relative that was like, I hated the halftime
Yeah.
show.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. Dude, my whole Facebook feed was like full of people like, I don't get it. I couldn't understand what you're saying. And it's all like, you know what I mean?
gotta
Where it's
catch
like
them
all
up
these
10
people
years.
that don't like it and they're all like old white people wearing
with
sunglasses.
Like,
Like,
like a flag in the back or something.
yeah.
Well, the whole
I
last
was like,
episode
oh.
was like an ode to those people. Like, just pay attention. You're gonna learn.
Oh, my dad was asking
You're about
me
to
about
learn
it.
finally,
Like,
hopefully.
literally, my dad passed me on the way to pick up Cooper today and called me. I was like, hey, you know, what'd you do yesterday? I was like, you know, whatever. And he's like, did you see the halftime show? And I was like, yeah. He's like, I don't get it. Like, you know what's going on? And I was like, listen. I know like 25% of it. Like, I'll call you back when I know more. So I got to call him after this and update him. You know what I mean? We
Wait
gotta
till
have-
tomorrow after you've had some water and some sleep.
Listen, we gotta have him on. We should just update him when he comes on. Like,
No.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I just don't know how that's gonna go.
I was going to say, I think it...
I'm being real honest. I'm sure he's a great guy, a really cool guy. But if like he watched something like that and zero idea what's going on, then like part of my reality would genuinely shatter his concept of things.
I don't know.
And you know,
And
they
if
like
it-
to say, like, I've never seen it.
I don't know. I think
Yeah,
my dad.
that's even worse. Because shattering his reality sucks. But I'd be doing him a service if he's in complete denial past me explaining my experience. Then it's like, oh man, I really should have just not come to hang out with this white guy. And I hate feeling like that.
Wait. I think my dad gaslights me a lot because he used to like listen to like Beastie Boys and like
You named
Snoop
a Jewish
Dogg
white
and
group.
like Oh wait, I'm not done. And like
I know, but you should, like, I get where you're going.
Like
don't
Dr.
lead
Dre.
with Beastie Boys
Like, listen,
for that argument.
no.
That's almost
Okay,
lead away.
we'll take
Listen to
Beastie
Eminem.
Boys out of it. He used to listen to other shit besides that, and like he knew
Name it.
I'll take a picture
Dre,
of the ceiling.
Snoop, like Biggie.
Like,
he
from my
loves
coworker,
fucking Biggie.
just
He
because
like can't
there's
get
a-
enough of
it's
Biggie. He
ridiculous
talks about
hair
He
Biggie.
loves
all the
fucking
time.
Biggie.
He
He
does.
does.
He does.
He used to
Yeah.
be a framer.
Crazy.
Fucking.
That's his
crazy
expertise.
Hold on.
Now he's only thinking about it.
Yeah, he's like, that's nasty.
No.
My dad was
I can
fucking
see
Christopher
it.
Wallace. baby.
Tupac. He likes Tupac.
Jesus
Tupac.
I'm
Christ.
sorry, I don't know why that was funny.
I feel like I forgot that one.
He stopped liking Diddy because of recent events.
Too much baby oil.
See what like fucks me up with my mom is like she raised me on like ICP and like shit, and I went to go see Doja Cat like last year,
Oh yeah.
and she was like, Doja Cat's demonic, and I was like, what the
Whoa,
fuck? You raised
whoa.
me on ICP? Listen, what is wrong? What has Facebook done to you? What
You
have they
get
done
it.
to our parents?
Thank you.
Yes.
See,
My-
my mom was on that same fucking shit. My mom was like all about Linkin Park and stuff growing up, and then like I'll show her like something like
Well, Chester
Imagine.
Bennington was the devil.
I'll show her like the Front Bottoms or something like that, or like or Imagine
Mom
Dragons,
Yeah,
and she'll be like, oh no.
unacceptable.
Yeah, this is the devil.
Well, that's the thing. My mom was my age when she showed me ICP, and now she has just matured into a 40-year-old woman
Is that gonna
who's
happen
too
to
much
us?
on Facebook.
Ew.
No,
Gross.
I feel like I have a
Ugh.
little too much exposure.
No, okay. Cooper's exposure.
What?
It doesn't even make sense, but
We've
I'll let it ride.
achieved 3 hours deep of hanging out, and that means Creighton's really about to start shooting and missing.
I was trying to reach for like a dick joke because I heard him pissing earlier, and it sounded
Exposure.
like a jet engine in there. So I was like,
I don't
damn.
think the speed at which you piss.
Is determined.
I mean, I don't know. Like maybe he's just aiming deep to sound like he's louder.
Yeah,
like,
he's
sound-
like
aiming
I'll
for
take-
the hole. You know what I mean? So that way, like it sounds like it's bigger from out here. You know what I mean?
You think that's
He
something?
really,
You think that's something he's like thinking about when he's in there?
I don't know. I'm
He's
I'm
like,
sure
oh my
I'm making
God,
him feel
how can I
self-conscious
make
right now, and I'm
my
sorry.
male friends know I have a massive dick. You know, like
All I'm saying, he walks with a limp. So
I try to have thought-provoking conversations. I try to bring perspectives.
It's hard with Creighton.
Perspectives you may never have heard of because I have a very versatile experience in America. And you devolve into wondering if your man has a hog or not based on his fucking piss velocity. You sick, twisted fucktard.
he was in here in the podcast. You were probably saying something important. And he's like,
He's like, oh, that's a big one. Oh, he has a cock on
Oh
him.
yeah, Cooper's at least 7 inches. That's Cooper right
You
there.
fucking hog hound.
At least.
You Willy watcher.
why do you think I
On the
sit here? I'm
nose.
listening. I'm like, I'm diverting my attention. I'm like half
You
here,
sack
half there.
surveyor. You fucking
Do more. I'm thinking. I can't think of it. Do more.
connoisseur.
There it is. That's what I was
Big
thinking.
detective.
Double D.
You linkage listener.
That's pretty good.
Linkage.
That's all right.
Linkage.
That's all right. That's all right.
Linkage.
You Johnson journalist.
I'm taking all of them. I'm trying to think of one. I ain't gonna get it. Never mind.
Nah, that might have been like the last solid.
Yeah,
Johnson journalist.
Everything after that's just like downhill.
Like 2 a.m. tonight, someone's gonna go in the group chat and be like, "Oh," like they're gonna finally think of one.
Peter Peeper.
I was Peter. It was the next one in my head. I was like, "Oh, Peter, what's Peter? I can't do it." My first thought was Peter Perpetrator. I was like, "Perpetrator's not acceptable."
Diddy.
That's crazy. Yeah,
Diddy,
literally.
Peter Perpetrator.
Exactly. I was like, "That's
Wiener
not what Creighton
Whisperer.
is."
Oh.
Wiener Whisper is that what you said?
I'm not gonna lie, these are all great.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna say anymore because I've already done what I came to
did.
do.
Johnson journalist was
Yeah, that's,
I'm
beautiful.
fishing.
Yeah.
I'm fishing.
that's what JJ stands for in front of JJ
That's
Abrams.
fucking great. Or Jameson.
Jameson, yeah.
That
J.
was
Jonah
his-
Jameson.
Richard Report.
Dude had a Hitler stash.
That's not bad though.
That's
Nah,
not
it's
good.
a
report.
But
That's right off of
and
that.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I'm a classic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's vintage.
Yeah.
Dick Digest. That's more magazine.
That's unfortunately good. That's like the newspaper that
I was thinking like
the richer reporter is on Dick Digest. You know what I mean? But stop, because I had the best one and you guys were inching closer.
The Johnson journalist writes for Dick Digest.
Shit! Why are we thinking about dicks?
Because Cooper clearly has a giant penis.
The shadow of his hog has overtaken this podcast.
At least so.
At least 7 inches.
At least so.
According to me, by guessing.
At least.
Listen, when he gets up again,
By
we'll all be quiet.
decibels of my penis.
You'll hear what I'm hearing.
Yes, please stop.
You know what?
I hope you don't have to piss again.
If I started hearing
I
like,
do.
Oh, he has
So
to
many
like
beers?
We're all gonna listen so
You haven't
hard.
peed yet.
oh yeah, I broke the seal.
I
It would
haven't
be
peed.
wild if like we heard like start hearing the beat from like Africa by Tena while he's in there. He's like playing it with his dick.
The what?
Why that song?
Yeah, like
Because
what?
it's February?
I don't know. It just that's the first
Because of the
thing that came to
acronym,
mind.
you know? You think of Africa, you think of hogs?
Or I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
Hogs.
Oh, man.
That's better because you use your dick to come. So
In the air.
in the air tonight.
Tonight. Yeah.
What about morning sex?
Morning sex
Not
good too,
tonight.
but that's morning breeze.
Night.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
Man, I
man.
can't believe we were having a legitimate conversation about race and all that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, see, I really try. And the thing is, not to, fucking honk my hog or whatever about it. But I have a very... Look,
Chef's
when we have,
kiss, by the way.
Thank you. When we have conversations like this, I have, like, an important viewpoint to bring into it. And I'm very fair in that, like, I'm not, like, looking to crucify white people. I'm just looking to bridge the gap, understand the differences, you know what I mean? Which is very, like... Not something that everybody
Mature.
that looks like
You're
me.
awesome. You're amazing.
No, I was gonna say not something that everybody that looks like me approves of. You know what I mean? Like, I will actually deal with backlash from my own community. That's what I'm saying. This is a real, fuck you guys. Fuck you guys. You get to live life on default settings. You fucking weebs.
Have you ever seen the South Park?
Yes, the
difficulty
hard
settings?
difficulty is
I
yes.
got mine on inverted settings, like ups, down,
Shut up.
all that.
Shut
shit.
up.
You're so annoying.
You're dumb.
That's just how I roll.
When your hair starts clinging to your forehead, I know you've been drinking too much. Yeah.
That's my hat.
No, it sucks 'cause this is a really good one, and the dead space is inevitable. But I try so hard. I'm like something,
Right.
something.
The fourth one?
No. Look, you know what I was thinking about today? Like, I was thinking about
Things you shouldn't be.
No,
Yeah, for
listen.
sure.
Listen. Okay, so last night was a really good night. I came home. I brought Caitlin home, and like,
All right.
listen.
I get it.
We cooked. We
Uh-huh.
listen to music, talking about music. And like the whole time, like I was thinking to myself, I was like, damn, like my comedy's gonna fucking suck because I don't have any like tragic shit going on. So I was like, how can I spin this into something creative? So I was like, that's why I wrote down to being thankful about shit because like I don't want to have that energy towards like something positive happen. Like I should be like going through some shit in order to make myself better creatively because you can make yourself better creatively with positive shit too. You just have to figure out a way to make it work.
That's a lie.
That's a lie? Damn.
God damn. I was like, all right. Somebody break my heart again for my next
Yeah,
mixtape.
for real. Like, no, Charlie can attest. I'm funniest when I'm heartbroken. But I want to, like, I want to,
So true.
I want to, like,
Are
I
all
don't
your,
know about
are all
that.
your hardships in life like heartbreak?
no,
It has lore.
No, they are not.
No, he has
Definitely
mental
not.
health issues.
No,
and,
but
like, he had,
it
like,
has
a
lore.
self-induced eating
What'd you say?
disorder
It has
that one
lore,
time.
and it's good.
Oh, yeah, it
for
does
the
have
plot.
lore. It does have good lore.
It has lore and it's good for the plot.
Well, the
Charlie
thing is,
says, I think it's kind
What, heartbreak?
No, lore, like,
Anything
my
that
life
happens to
has
him.
lore.
Anything.
Lore.
Oh, yeah, for sure. No, you're
I
fairly
wouldn't necessarily say that he's funniest when he's in heartbreak, especially because that's like 13 times in the last 9 years. Like that's just a lot.
Yeah.
That's an exact
Damn.
number. It's more
Okay.
like 3.
It's more like
3?
13 in the last 4 years.
Damn.
More like
3 times? We're saying 3.
I can count
5, maybe.
more than 3.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anywhere.
Damn.
Oh, I know what I wanted to talk about. Me and Cooper were talking about on the way here. So, okay, so I usually date people in like an attempt to like see what it's gonna be like if we marry each other. And like today,
Huh?
Like it's like tryouts
date
for
to
marriage.
marry?
Like
So you date to marry.
I date to marry. Yeah.
You want to get married,
Yeah, eventually.
Okay.
You know. So like,
knowing what you're like.
yeah.
I was just making
No,
sure.
that's why I'm the test.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I mean?
I'm the problem part of the scientific
Listen,
experiment.
I know I'm the problem. I don't pretend not to be. Like,
He's
I
the
am.
adversity.
Yeah, I'm the bar. You know? Anyways, so I told Caitlin I was bored at work, so I was doing some research into marriage and marriage license and all that. And like I called her after work and I was like, hey, like what if we just didn't get a marriage license? What if we just have like a ceremony and like we like pledge ourselves and commit to each other? Like,
You said you do what to yourselves?
we pledge ourselves
Oh.
and commit to each other.
I was
I
like,
heard it too.
Yeah,
What
what kind
did
of
you guys hear?
masturbation matrimony?
What'd you hear?
Our pleasure ourselves.
Pleasure.
So I'm like, you're just
Pledge.
like, I do.
Listen.
I do.
We pledge ourselves and commit to each other, like in front of God, in front of our friends and family, and all that stuff.
Are you guys both of the same religion?
Yeah. But we don't.
Actively?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just nosy. Is she here?
She's pulling up.
Okay, I can tell by how you
Damn, this is
say.
gonna be so funny if she walks in all the time and starts.
Great.
Anyways,
Yeah, it's gonna be all.
I was like, what if we don't do the marriage certificate, and like just
Just wing it.
yeah, and
Yeah.
like she was like, why wouldn't we? And I was like, oh, I didn't know you felt this way. I thought
Is that a
you
pink
know-
flag?
No, this is a good flag because like
No.
I get where she's coming
No, it's
from.
a red.
I get
It's a
where
red
she.
one.
Damn.
It's a red one.
He said,
I
not
get where
beige,
she's coming
that-
from.
That
I
bitch
get
is
where
red.
she's coming from because it's like you're committing yourself on like in a legal aspect.
You're saying you want to get married, you don't want a civil union.
Exactly.
Fair, but isn't that also kind of adhering to the idea that our marriage's worth is based on the system we're forced to exist within? Because you're saying legal, but like legally, you could own me 200 years ago. So using legality is the basis for it. However, I do understand too, like the legality in terms of like we go in on everything. We're like binded by each other.
Yeah.
But it's also the idea.
See, that's where she's coming from.
No, but the importance of that is grounded in the system that you exist
Yeah.
in. Like if we weren't in a capitalist America, that wouldn't even be a fucking avenue to the conversation. And then you kind of, well, I really don't know what you have to do after that. That was kind of my point. But
No. Like I was just kind of floating the idea to her because I was like, I'm not a big fan of the government, and I was like, you should,
But-
not bring government into this because like we're pretty good on our own.
But a big part of marriage is knowing that, like, legally you can't just, like, it's fucked up for a lot of people because people should be allowed to just leave. But why marriage is a commitment is because it's legally recognized and you have to go through a divorce and all of that because it's tied in the system. If it was just saying vows, it wouldn't mean a lot because there's no difference in breaking up as boyfriend and girlfriend versus breaking up.
That's
like-
what I've opened my eyes to since like we had that discussion, and like it just changed my whole perspective on the thing because I was
It's like getting a promise ring. It doesn't mean shit
Exactly.
to a lot of people.
exactly.
Like, I would hope most people in relationships kind of do that in a way anyway.
Hey,
Hello.
what's up?
Playing South Park with inverted settings as a white character is like being a real white person who doesn't have parents when they're born.
what the fuck did
No,
you just
you're
say?
absolutely right.
It's
No,
the, it's
yeah,
the
no,
equivalent
you're
of the
absolutely right.
difficulty
Yeah, no,
setting
yeah,
changing.
That was a good.
I've been thinking about it for 10 minutes.
Nah, that was good. Yeah, you cooked.
Thank you. I was trying really hard.
Damn.
Because it's like you still benefit. It's still easier for you, but damn, that's pretty fucked up. You got to play like that.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
even I have a mom.
I'll say the way I was like, I got the white character, but I got half a controller. I had all of it in the beginning, and slowly as I progressed through levels, I
Buttons
lost
just
more
started getting
buttons.
worn off.
You're like, why
And you
can't
would
I
think-
jump anymore?
You would think
Why
you
am
would
I
get them
constantly
back
walking
later.
and I can't
Yeah.
stop?
They keep falling off, and I'm like, I've been playing this for a really long time. I thought I'd get some kind of achievement, and it's like,
I can click
you're
my
not
square.
dead yet. Just
I-
keep checking it
I can
off.
click my square button like once a day, but then it gets stuck. I gotta wait for it to unlodge.
You know how many times I sprayed Lysol in the controller
Bro.
and some shit like that, or
Yeah.
some rubbing alcohol? I'm not going.
Those little-
I'm not going. I'm gonna
those
push that
little-
bitch with the alcohol in it.
Those little brushes that come with like a clippers,
Yes.
like to clean.
Smart
I
man.
fucking just
God,
get,
you really
get
get
down
in
in there and really try and get
Oh,
whatever
yeah.
crud is in there out of there.
God damn.
My controllers were
is
sticky.
brushing it
Like
like
we
that.
didn't touch.
You
them
don't
for-
need to.
That's disgusting.
You didn't have to say
I'm gonna
that.
let you know why they were sticky.
There's lots of reasons.
Was a look And I'm gonna leave it at that.
It wasn't that.
You're a
He's
dirty
implying-
bastard.
Listen. Neither
Okay.
me or Caitlin touched our controllers in forever, and then we moved all the game systems from in there to in here, and the controls were just sticky. It was like when fucking Quentin gave us the Zoom mic back, and it was just fucking coated in like whatever filament he had.
Old technology aesthetically looks better than new technology.
I agree.
It does.
Yeah. Well, I think a big part of it's nostalgia.
Fair, but I also think from an artistic standpoint, modernity is a lot like think about McDonald's, like what McDonald's used to look like, and McDonald's looks like a corporate.
It's so
office
lame now.
Dude,
Let's say-
McDonald's used to have a PS2 in there. Dude,
and a ball pit.
do you remember the PS2?
Yes,
Insane,
96.
right?
Their
96.
roof,
Insane.
their roof was red with like fucking like
Friends
lines
with
on it.
fries on it.
Yeah,
They
it
had
just looked
N64s in there,
neat.
Yes, yes, it was good
Insane.
time.
Now it's a brick
Everything's
square.
trying to look modern, and modern means beige and gray.
and
just-
ass.
yeah.
Yeah.
Squares.
And
Well,
yeah, you know,
it's
what I
not
Hard
food for
angles.
kids
mean?
anymore.
Pixies. Fairly Odd Parents, the Pixies. The Pixies were
Oh,
perfect.
dude,
Yes.
A perfect
yes.
encapsulation of modernity.
Yes.
And ahead of themselves because like they saw before McDonald's started doing that shit, they were like, McDonald's gonna look like us.
You're about
and
to
McDonald's
make me rewatch fucking Fairly
Fairly Odd
Odd
Parents,
Parents, bro.
Fuck yeah.
We talked about Fairly Odd Parents last episode.
Well,
People
I
have
wasn't here.
Charlie thinks they were real.
We actually
They
did
are
it.
real.
That would have been
What do
2
you mean he
episodes
thinks?
ago
Look
because
at,
that's-
look at my
oh,
socks.
yeah.
Look at my socks.
continuity.
Coincidence?
Yeah, coincidence? I think
I
not.
think not.
Episodes ago.
I think not.
I think not.
I think not.
Cosmo
I know who those
Wanda.
socks are.
Yeah. Wanda,
What did
Cosmo.
you step on? Oh, never mind.
That's a
Cosmopolitan.
bottom. Good ear, because I was wondering what the fuck I stepped on. Also, 5 beers is crazy.
Is that
Wait,
me?
is that me or
Yeah.
is that you?
Me.
Good for you.
Nah, I just feel like Creighton.
No, that's not me.
That's
That's you.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm like 6 or 7.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
feel better about my 6th one now.
That's what I'm doing. I'm pissing.
Are you guys
Hey,
going to go piss
listen.
together?
No!
They both got
If
up.
y'all,
Cross
do it,
streams?
if y'all do
Yeah.
it together,
Cross
we're
streams.
not
We
going to be
gotta
able
slay
to get a
some
good
ghosts,
read, okay?
All right, everybody be quiet and
That's a
listen
good-
for
damn.
Charlie's size.
That's a really good joke.
All right, everybody listen. Okay. That was succinct. That wasn't your dick.
Stop.
I think it's crazy he turned it off. Now it's back to silence.
That peed really fast. She got it all out.
No, see, you know it's massive when you hear nothing because it's in the toilet.
Just
That's
overflow.
not how that works.
I'm sure you could put it there.
Oh my
I don't know. I
gosh.
don't own one.
I thought Cooper's here. You own one.
That's
Once it's legal, you do own one, right? That's how.
yeah, but it's like partial guardianship. It's like I get to see it on weekends. I don't go to work with it. Like,
You could though. You'd be like, "Hey,
I
boss,
do.
I got
But-
2 hammers.
Dude, yeah.
I got
fuck
my
yeah.
I got my dick orbiter here.
What?
Orbiter?
A dick orbit? What is
I was
Halo
thinking
7?
like he would try and like
Arbiter?
squeeze
Are you
under
trying
my
to say
clothes.
arbiter?
No,
Also,
I got my dick
Wasn't
carrier
the
here.
Arbiter also the voice of the president from Rick and Morty?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is
Good
the same
shit.
actor.
He's
Yeah,
like,
I'm not gonna lie.
"Strap in, motherfucker."
I went on a really hard regular show binge for like 3 months.
They use the same voice for a lot of things.
Yeah, they do.
Well, I don't give a fuck about
Sorry,
that.
I thought that's where you're going. With
Yeah,
it.
so does Skyrim.
Yeah,
So
so do
does
all those guys,
Fallout?
all those things.
Every producer ever.
Yeah, like, what, are you kidding me? Come on now, say
You're
something.
telling me we
original.
can save money by having one guy be 70 characters?
And he'll do it.
And we'll do
And
it.
he'll fucking do it.
Gerard Way and Stern.
Yeah.
Oh, have you ever
Crazy.
seen the clip of
Gerard
Gerard Way?
Way,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
He's going to be in a pinball game, Dungeons and Dragons.
Pinball?
Yeah,
machine.
so there's a new Dungeons and Dragons branded pinball game that's coming out. Like
They're
this week.
pinball, like, nerds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're-
She,
yeah.
and,
And,
she could be in the state championship.
I didn't
Yeah.
know it was a
I
thing.
got 5th in state and 3rd in open.
That's actually
No,
really
other way
cool.
around.
Yeah.
So this
No,
is one of
5th
the
and
best
Yeah, totally.
southeastern pinball players.
Yes.
in my
Yeah.
presence.
Yeah, pretty much.
Why do you
yeah.
got us?
Yeah.
Listen, I've been trying to get her to come on forever. Like, it's okay though. She's like, it's fine.
Yeah.
that's
Well, I come
She's
on and,
busy
like,
owning
spill all
people in
my
pinball.
lore. What am I owning?
People in pinball.
Oh.
She's busy owning dicks and pinball. So like, yeah.
No.
Don't say it like
Don't
that.
make me do a Christopher, alright? Don't make me that didn't land. I don't,
Don't
want to
look.
do
Be
like,
careful that you don't step in shit.
Yeah, shitty shoes. And he doesn't have a HUD.
Oh, that's lame.
Shut the fuck up.
You're literally wearing glasses. You can have a.
I don't know what that is.
That's a heads up. Display.
Super long running joke.
Yeah,
that's
that's
like
you have to watch like
is
3
like-
seasons of.
yeah, that's
Shirts
one of
Off.
those like.
Don't
red-
even explain it to me. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
plastic.
And you have to watch a whole other
I don't
show that wasn't successful. Like,
I'll beat the shit out of you. I'll really box you. I'm tired of this. I'm getting aggressive. Six years.
Listen, it was okay, but like Shirts Off just.
Not even being funny. Shirts Off this season is only doing as well as it's doing because I've committed to showing up.
It's true. It's true.
It's true. It's true. Even when it comes to guests, without me, the way you guys would have bounced off a tray wouldn't have worked. You know, I'm really an anchor for this shit, and I do it in homage to episode 3 because we didn't make it very far. But the thing is, you only need one good album before you die. Yeah,
That's
right?
true. That's also true.
Yeah, it is true.
And I'm going to tell him if he's wrong. But
Listen,
he's
I
true.
approach.
Yeah, who does that? That's his fucking thing.
I approach albums like I approach jokes. I'll throw shit at the wall until something sticks, and then I'll keep throwing shit.
I hope.
That's why your albums are going to be at Dollar General.
That's fine. At least they're being bought.
In what world does shit not stick to the wall? That's
I have very
That's what I was
loose
thinking.
shit. Like, it's like a button.
So you're fucking gording with your hands. Like, you're pooling.
I'm like under.
and it still doesn't stick.
Dude, throws right off. Got a lot of oil
I
on
think
it
you
for
gotta go
some
the
reason.
other way. I think like severe constipation would be the only way it wouldn't stick.
It's really dry.
Top 5 video games.
Oh, my top 5? Alright.
Oh, shit, are we doing that?
Alright,
We're
so
doing it.
Red Dead.
Okay.
Which one?
Both of them. They
Okay.
get, I mean,
That whole
honestly,
story.
that old story, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Halo,
Okay.
again, all of them. I feel like you can't, you know,
franchise.
You can definitely break Halo up a little bit.
I don't think
probably
I've played 5 video games.
3 is probably my favorite.
It's
That's
acceptable.
valid.
It's acceptable.
Yeah, I'm about to say 2, 3, or Reach are like both all solid
Reach is
answers.
really
I
good,
like
yes.
2, 3, or Reach, and honorable mention ODST. Solid
Yeah.
answers.
ODST
If you answer like
locks
4,
into 3, honestly.
Yeah.
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 If
Like
you
a-
answer 4, it's like all right, calm down. If you answer
Yeah.
5, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you-
If you say infinite, you die.
You're not
If you like Halo
worthy.
Wars, it's like a whole different thing.
Yeah,
That's all different things.
It's
That's like
acceptable.
XCOM, I think.
Yeah, I fuck with
Yes.
Halo Wars.
It's cool.
heavily.
It's
Yeah.
dope.
I fuck
It's
with
fire.
Halo Wars.
The
Yeah.
graphics
Yeah.
in it look incredible. Like,
Yeah.
not
Well,
the
for the
graphics of the
cutscenes.
game,
For the
but the
cutscenes.
cutscenes. Like, you know.
Yeah.
The cutscenes are like movies.
Yeah, the cutscenes
Yeah.
are like better than any
They're-
other thing in
yeah.
Halo.
But I mean, that's
Yeah.
all they had to put their money into was those cutscenes. Like,
For
That's
sure.
not true.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
like,
not all, but in his defense,
Yeah.
the gameplay is a lot
Right.
cheaper than
Exactly.
Yes.
you know.
Yeah.
He makes
Right.
sense here.
I know. I'm just saying.
No, we gotta fuck him up for the
Yeah.
sake
No,
of fucking him
no,
up.
he needs a little trophy for it.
Yeah. Lego Star Wars 1 and 2, the original.
Star Wars 1 and 2, the original. What do you say?
Lego
Lego.
Star
He said
Wars.
Lego Star Wars.
I'm a dickhead. I'll shut the fuck up.
Star Wars Battlefront 2, the original.
Yes.
Ooh.
And Jaws
Unbelievable.
Unleashed.
Force Unleashed?
Jaws.
Jaws
fuck.
Unleashed.
Yeah,
thought
yeah,
you
because
said
Force Unleashed would have been a solid cap out. Or
Nah, that's 6. We're
Jaws
talking about top
Unleashed is
5.
good. Mike has it in his little.
I saw
Is it good? What the fuck?
PS2.
Y'all playing Jaws games?
It,
No,
it was a
Force.
PlayStation 2 game.
Yeah,
it was
I
in
was.
movies and shit. Like it was like you
It
know
was like rated M. It was like.
you play
you
as
just-
Jaws
you
and you
play
just
Jaws
eat
and
shit.
you eat people.
It's like
Great.
Destroy All Humans, but you're Jaws.
Pretty much, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
great.
Y'all
exactly
played-
what
y'all
it
played
is, yeah.
Polio.
I
yeah,
did.
I played it. I had it.
He did for
Yeah,
sure.
I loved
So
it.
I'm not gonna listen to you. It was a good game.
It was open. It was like
It was a
GTA,
PS2
but you're the
game.
shark.
Like, I'm not gonna say it was a
Yeah.
good game.
I mean, it's
no,
it was
a
a
good
silly.
first time.
It was
Yeah, I
a
just
movie
thought you were
adaptation, kind of,
My
to a
favorite video
PS2.
game, though.
Like, it was not a
It was like
great
if
game.
Jaws 5 came out, but it was a video game. And you're the shark.
It was
It's
a
like
PS2
GTA's
adaptation
open world,
where you
so
played
swim
as the
around.
fucking
And you just
shark.
eat
It was
things?
not
Yeah.
great.
Yeah,
It's
but
like
oh-
Polio, but
5
way
people.
more graphics.
5 people.
Open world in a PS2
It was a Jaws
water
game. I don't know how
graphic
good it could
system.
It's fine.
Nah, it's not that.
I mean,
You're
granted,
one
I haven't
person
played
at a
it in
time
like
well.
15 plus years, but it looked good from my memory.
All right, cool. Top 5. Red Dead Redemption 2. After that.
Banger.
Okay,
He's saying your
I need
your
4
turn.
more.
What
What are your
It's
favorite
like-
5
it's like hard
games?
yards.
One of my top-
For all
One of
5.
my top favorite games.
Top 5. And then, just top 5 to throw out there. It doesn't have to be
in like
Alright,
exact
so
order.
Red Dead 2,
That's what I said.
definitely the best.
For all
Fucking.
It isn't on the spot question.
It is a very.
It was
okay,
hard,
so Pokemon Crystal.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Damn
So,
good.
first game to have 2 regions. in the same cartridge. It had Kanto
By the way,
and
Cooper's a
Johto.
Pokemon guy.
game dork. Like, not just likes the game, like likes the history of why.
Do you
games
watch
are,
like did you know gaming and that kind of stuff?
No, I'm not familiar with that.
Okay, you would like it if you like that. I'm also very big on the history, like funny little things like ET almost ruined the entire culture of gaming.
Okay, yes, yeah.
And that like Nintendo isn't just a big deal because of Nintendo, but
Yeah.
Nintendo put the industry on its fucking back. And without Nintendo, without Mario 64, Legend of Zelda, and GoldenEye, the entire game industry doesn't exist right now. But you also got to shout out Doom and Wolfenstein.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
so I'm like
yeah,
in that bag with you. Like, I fucking live off YouTube material catered to that.
I'm with it.
Nice. Next game. My bad.
Give us lie. The new Wolfenstein games,
Okay, good.
like Wolfenstein Colossus,
Okay.
and also like the reboot, like the first reboot, the 2016 reboot, were incredible.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Okay, bet.
I also just like the whole Wolfenstein series, like to date of like, I guess 95, 96.
Yeah, they've been out for a good little
Yeah.
minute. I didn't know that they were like hand in hand with Doom into ushering in.
It was the same
FPS
development.
era.
It was the same like developers. Yeah.
Oh yeah, badass.
And in a few countries they had to edit the game because it had like a lot of Nazi stuff in it.
Yeah,
and they had to like re-release it as just like a one world government instead of Nazis. Which was
Let's
super
re-release
weird.
it as the end goal of the Nazis instead of the Nazis.
Yeah, like they had to take out all the swastikas and shit, and they were just advertising it as like, oh, like big bad government, like
So they didn't have to
Uncle
change
Sam
the name?
type shit. Like they were just like Big Brother,
Yeah,
you know, instead of like swastikas for like a lot of the releases of the game.
badass.
Weird.
Very interesting spin on things. Is that 5 or 4?
That's only 3.
Those three.
No, because he said
Yeah.
2 different Wolfensteins, and you said 2 different Red Dead.
Yeah, that's fair.
And he didn't say Red
Well, no,
Dead
I
1.
grouped my Red Deads though. Both mine are 1.
Man, I don't need continuity.
Wolfenstein counts as a whole.
Okay, bet. So what you got next?
I don't know.
You like the skate games? I'm not gonna
That's
lie.
racist.
No, it was a little bit. It was like if you ask me if I like San Andreas.
I never get to say that to him. That was so satisfying.
Like Tony
Do you
Hawk's
like
like Underground was sick like at the time, but like the Skate
Skate
It or
3?
whatever, like Skate 3 or Skate 2, I don't.
Nah, you got this vibe, you know. You just
You do
got
have
this.
skate vibe.
Yeah, you got
You're
this
skater
cool-
There were a lot of
He was a skater
collaborations, a
boy.
lot of really
She said,
cool
"See
like
you later, boy."
collaborations within that. I mean, there were a lot of like famous people that got in on that, which I'm sure was really big for the industry.
Oh yeah.
But I'm not a big skater. But
Do you like Guitar Hero?
That's her.
That's me.
no, she's
Guitar Hero Pinball.
pro, bro.
Max difficulty.
Yeah,
any
yeah, she
song.
plays on
Pinky works
expert.
like that?
Yeah.
Because that's always my problem. It was always the fucking pinky.
My
My
pinky
pinky
works like
can't.
that.
My
That's
pinky
what
can't
she
pinky.
said.
Huh?
That's what she said.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up. This is my podcast now. I'm gonna
That's all I'm saying.
What'd that pinky do?
Don't
All right,
smell
well,
it.
we'll leave you with a strong 3. Christopher, top 5. Last of Us, get it out the
Yeah,
way.
honestly,
Last of Us 1 and 2.
Wait,
counts as
hold on. I
one.
want to see
There
if I
you
can
go,
guess
sure.
it. Can I
Wait,
see if I can
no.
guess
I
it?
want to know which one you would split. If you
If
had
I
to pick
had
between
to,
1 and 2.
probably two
Two.
for sure.
Two.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I
Like I
Everybody
think
else in the world
the
hates
story
Two
of
is
the
better
story
than
of the
first.
first one is probably better, but the second one, the story is almost just as good, and the gameplay is so enhanced, and the open world is so enhanced that I would have
The
to.
second one.
I have more fun
so
playing
much
that game than
better.
I do the first game.
Joey saw 2. His critical opinion of the story of 2 is when you realize that Christopher isn't just a free thinker, but he's, progressive and a good person. Just ironically, because a lot of the people, you know what I mean, it's like because some people don't like shit. They don't dislike shit because they critically evaluate why they don't like it. It very simply represents one thing that goes against their entire construct of reality, and they throw it away. You know what I mean?
Strong words for someone who stepped in shit.
I didn't, and those
Yeah,
are my
he did.
words.
Those are
But yeah,
his
I'm
words.
speaking on the
Yeah,
behalf of my
strong
friend.
words on
He's
him.
shit shoes, but he's still Christopher. You know what I mean? Or Charlie, as you dweebs know him.
He hates when I call him Chris.
I'm literally, it's funny, Michael doesn't like being called anything except Michael. It's funny, Michael's a prick about it. Like, you just say the full name.
I get it, because there is a lot of mics.
Yeah, for sure, but like, you can say the full name. But if I call Michael Mike, he doesn't care. And it's because I have this ability
What? What's your ability?
Nah, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna get my dick out my mouth.
This guy is pinky. That's what.
Yeah.
He's like, Mike, come here.
Shut the fuck up. Stop drinking.
It's actually my pinky, not
He's
his
like,
pinky. That's
All right, so Last of Us. Oh, Uncharted.
Okay.
Last of Us
Solid
Uncharted.
guess.
Solid guess, solid answer.
Overwatch.
Yeah, solid
Overwatch.
Okay, my fault.
Clash of
Overwatch.
Clans. If you
Breath
put
of the
hours
Wild.
time.
Nah, I
Did
don't
you
think.
say after
I don't
Overwatch?
think.
Breath of the Wild.
Nah, he really likes those games, but I don't think that's gonna be in his top
Nah,
5
you know,
games.
the Marvel Rivals.
What? You just said.
You're just saying video games you know.
You
You're not
literally
even. You have
bitch.
no idea. You're not
And
even
Arkham.
Halo for sure.
Arkham's super fun. Honestly, you probably just gave me one of my top 5.
Yeah, I forgot all about Arkham. I want to
Yeah.
change mine. All,
Nah,
first
you shut
four,
your bitch ass up.
first 4 all Arkham games.
Even Origins.
Yeah, I thought the Origins.
No, it was
Origins
good.
is solid.
It was
Origins is
good.
solid.
It was good.
People
It wasn't City. but
It's
it was good.
it's the weakest of them, but it's still good.
Yeah, yeah, I mean-
I don't know. Night's pretty bad. It's like, God.
Nah, but Knight's like visually. Anyways, Christopher.
If we're like grouping games as like a favorite thing, probably is Uncharted and The Last of Us are in there. Really though, Uncharted 2 and 4, like 1 and 3 can go fuck themselves.
Valid.
I like the first.
Can I share
I like
some?
Asylum. I like Asylum.
Yeah.
I like Asylum
Absolutely.
and City. Asylum and City are great. I don't know if they'd be in my top 5. I do fuck with the Batman games, but that's been so long since it's been like a decade since I played them.
They do hold up.
They hold up though.
They
do
hold up.
Maybe those. Definitely the Ezio trilogy of Assassin's Creed.
Oh, you gave me
Ooh,
one of my
I forgot
top
about
5.
those too.
Yeah,
Definitely-
thank
definitely
you.
You're gonna have
those.
the best list.
Yeah, no, my list is
Pro-
comprised of the rest of you guys' list.
Pokemon Emerald.
Solid.
Uh,
Dude, really fucking solid. That era of Pokemon, that
Generation 3 is my favorite.
yeah, it's really good. I'm not gonna lie though, 1, 2, 3, and 4 are peak Pokemon across the board. Like Gen 1, 2, and 3, all fucking phenomenal. After that is when you start getting like trash cone Pokemon. And,
Yeah, like keys and shit.
yeah, it's like, alright now, this nigga's a lamp. That's his ability. We used to have primordial gods. Yeah, he's a trash bag.
No, that was before 4, but yes.
Jinx was a crazy Pokemon.
I like
Bringing her up during
Jinx,
February is
Jinx
crazy.
was wild.
Her and Mr. Popo.
I was thinking,
I
like,
gotta
what?
forgive it.
Mr. Popo.
Yeah, I gotta forgive the Japanese.
Yeah, bro, Mr. Popo's
Wild.
wild, bro.
Wow. And then the thing is, in Dragon Ball,
All
he's one
these
of the
squares
most,
make a circle. All these squares make a circle.
when they were getting on the red and blue, not horse, but like when they were talking about that,
Yeah.
all I could think about was like, I have an immense respect for that level of commitment to parody fandom.
Yeah.
Because Team 4-Star is the best thing to ever touch YouTube. There's nothing
Yeah,
better than the
it's
Dragon
so
Ball Z
good.
parody on YouTube.
I really wish
Oh,
we
the
got.
abridged stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I
No,
love
it's
the bridge.
peak.
I really wish we
I've
had
seen
gotten
more of a bridge than I have of actual.
It's that good.
Yeah.
It's that good.
Porygon's my favorite Pokemon.
Porygon?
Yeah, I just
So,
like
what
I
was
like
my
the
Porygon?
interesting shit.
I thought Poliwhirl.
Oh,
That's
alright.
why my brain was
Porygon's
It's
like,
my
Porygon.
ADHD. I'm like, oh,
I
that's
just-
visually appeasing.
I was
Sweet.
expecting like you to say Jinx and for me to have to like we have to take it outside.
Listen, no, I'd be fucked up if I was like, listen, my favorite Pokemon, like for real, dude.
like Hitmonlee.
Yeah, I was, dude.
Yeah, because he's the closest thing to a black guy.
I was gonna say it's like him or Lucario, like you're in the same era, you're in
Lucario
the
has
same
that
idea.
Piccolo vibe.
Yeah, that's
It's
what I was
like
gonna
you
say.
have black
That's
aura.
crazy, yeah.
You're too cool to not be a black
I
guy.
love that have like black aura, but like
For me,
in a
Lucario.
good way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lucario's in
absolutely.
a good way.
Yeah, no, Lucario is like the
Is
coolest
there a
nigga you
bad
know.
way?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
You can misrepresent
Definitely.
black people through a character and show them
yeah,
their
yeah,
worst
yeah,
side.
yeah.
Yeah, you know how to
Oh,
censors
okay,
pre-cock
okay.
for that shit. Such a white ass. So.
I was gonna say Lucario is definitely like the guy, the cool gym teacher at school.
Coach
That was
Priest.
so wrong.
I don't know.
I like
That's
Mr.
the vibe I
Mime,
always
too.
got from him.
Coach?
What was the? Hold on.
God, that was embarrassingly difficult. Thank you.
Last of Us, Uncharted. I'm trying to get this down. Make sure I said 5.
Kirby.
Solid answer though.
Super
Kirby
Mario,
does
We
fun.
can add that to yours. You only gave us 3.
Super Mario 64.
You just want.
I like Super Mario.
Nah, it's a really
Yeah.
good game.
You feel like
It holds up and it doesn't hold up kind of way. Like, it's clearly dated, but you can't deny, like, damn,
Can't
it's still...
deny how great it was.
Yeah, and how good it still is. Like, it's still good. It's not
Like
great.
GoldenEye was like kind of a dog shit game, but like GoldenEye was incredible at the time.
100%. Yeah. No, playing GoldenEye right
Remember
now
when we
is
tried to
I
play
hate playing
GoldenEye on the
I could
Wii?
not play GoldenEye.
We
right
tried
now.
to play GoldenEye on the Wii.
It is
It
unplayable.
was
No,
like,
it's not like he said. He actually brought it perfectly. It's not that good of a game, but at the time,
It was
Peak.
undefeated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
peak.
I haven't played it in 20 years, or however long it's been since it came out. But Sly Cooper 2.
God!
Sly Cooper
That's
2,
on your list?
that was a good one.
Yeah.
That's the
All right,
first
bet.
game I played that I remember playing, beating, not only getting the satisfaction of like I completed a full story of a video game. This is sick. This is so cool. I can't believe I did it. Because like when you're 8 or 9, like completing a full story,
Yeah, dude, that's incredible.
there were like you're like, bro, Finding Nemo, like the Finding Nemo video game on Xbox,
Which is a fire fucking game.
so hard,
So hard.
so hard to beat.
Like, motherfuckers don't... That game...
Yeah.
That game was ahead of its time.
The
That's
first
actually a
two
good
video
game.
games, like
There were a
stories
lot
that
of
I
good
beat.
games.
Do you remember the Xbox Duo? You got Tetris and Star Wars, like where there's
Clone
like
Wars.
the
Or
Star Wars.
like,
It's like you're in ships. You're like in these Star Wars ships things.
Yes.
I
The
beat.
Rogue Squadron shit?
No, I don't know.
No, Rogue Squadron was GameCube.
Yeah, well, it was
Which
that
was
game.
a phenomenal game.
Yes, it was that game and Sly Cooper 2. Those were the first two games I beat. The Star Wars one's like a fun, like it's if anything, it's like a 3D
like-
platformer
you're
more
in,
than
like-
it's like a story.
You're like an attack ship, right?
Yeah, you're like in a grounded attack ship attacking like droid ships and shit.
Yeah.
And it's fun, it's cool. I beat it and felt a big sense of accomplishment in completing a video game. But Sly Cooper 2 was the first game I played and beat where I was like not only invested in the story, but the ending, they get you. There's like a little bit of a twist, and I remember appreciating the payoff to, like at a level where I think like that activated the movie kid in me that ended up growing and flourishing. I was like, oh shit! Not only was that a sick ending, but like I earned that ending.
Yeah.
I had to fight for this ending, bro. Like that game was not easy. That's a hard game to play too. And I remember completing that and that kind of giving me the fuel to be like better at Call of Duty than my friends, better at Halo than my brother. Like trying to be good at things because there's a payoff when you're good, not just when the story's good.
That's like when like we like finish a pinball game.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I did everything.
I did that.
finished
That
the
was
And
game.
it gives you a bunch of
Like,
really cool lights.
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude,
but
Ali
it's
loves lights, bro.
But it's a sequence
Lights
of
are his whole thing.
But it's a sequence of strobe lights that we haven't seen in that sequence before.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh,
We did it.
I haven't seen that before.
Yeah.
That's a sequence of lights
I've been trying to get the 5 on the left and the 5 on the right to light up in the right order for
yeah.
weeks. I finally did it.
And we're like, oh shit.
My bad. I'm trying not to die.
Have you even played 5 video games?
That's crazy.
Wow.
Disrespectful.
Wow.
Okay.
No, that's a valid question.
earlier
You
she
will
looked at me
see-
for valid
You will
question.
see whenever I do this list, you'll see how
How-
little video games.
When
I've
he was
played.
doing his list, she looked at me and she was like, I don't think I've even played 5 yet. That's why I said it was kind
Yeah, I
of
was gonna say, I put
re-emerged.
The Last of Us on mine, but I didn't even fucking play it.
They watched me play Last of Us to get the information.
I had played The Last of Us. Please.
Yes, he had played the first one.
I hadn't played the second one.
Yeah.
So
And
we
I played like half of it, and then he played the second half. And she
I watched him play the first one, and I watched them play the second one.
Great game.
She
Fantastic.
watched me play the first one.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah. Okay.
She had one of the funniest takes on the end of that game. At the very end of the game, she was like, I don't think I like either of the girls. And she said it in a way where I was like, yeah, that's the point.
Yeah, that's
kind
it,
of the
yeah.
that's the story.
I hate
They're
the
not
flawed
good
protagonist.
people.
Yeah, flawed
It's
protagonists
crazy.
are hard to, they're hard to like.
It's
That's the
crazy
mission.
to
You're not
Because
supposed to
how I-
like them.
Exactly.
They're written to be like, not Darth Maul, but like
It felt like BoJack
in,
Horseman
like,
twice
they're
in a
not
video
good-
game. I was
exactly.
like, God damn it.
they're not good people, but they're fueled by something, and you can't blame them for
Well,
it.
but you're also playing them, so you feel a kinship to like the experience they've been through because you're the one that was mashing them buttons and making them go forward.
Does that feel like a Darth Maul arc in a way?
a little
Like-
bit more.
Like
More
yeah,
like an Anakin arc, I feel like. Than an arc.
Yeah, he is the main
like,
character.
it's not their fault, but like they're in there.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know. I would have not been in either of those situations. I'm
So you
super
say.
cool.
I mean, but you have the benefit of hindsight and knowing both sides.
I've never been a vengeful
With the
person. So I wouldn't be going on
Ultron,
ponyback.
Angel.
There you
Kill
go.
people.
He got my
Listen, so it's
Sorry.
crazy how far video games have come to where she's like, I don't like both characters, but like literally fucking in probably like what 40 years ago, it was like Pong, like dots going
Yeah.
across.
yeah.
Like,
God,
you know
I
what I
hate
mean?
the left pong.
You know what I mean?
The left palm was an asshole, bro. That left paddle is a piece of shit.
That's crazy. Like you
The
know, it's
ball on
almost
level
it's evolved
4.
into its own version of like books and shit. Because
Yeah.
I've literally told you like Red Dead Redemption 2 is literally like reading a book. Like you,
Yeah.
It is that good.
but you're
Yeah,
living
it's so
it.
good.
You know?
Yeah, I know.
It's an art
You
form.
don't. You
You
watch
don't.
it,
You won't play it. You bitch.
I have
You
played
didn't make
it.
the decision.
It's not like a
Whore.
refusal. Like I
You
tried
dumb
and didn't fuck with it.
bitch. God.
I know.
Sorry. That's really
Top 5 video games.
Go ahead.
Okay. Because I haven't played a
We're
lot
not
of video
gonna hate
games,
you.
What
Just
are
say.
we classifying as video games? Because
Anything,
not
anything,
pinball.
whatever you classify.
I'm
whatever
not-
you classify.
No, not
But,
pinball.
like,
nothing on a
fucking
phone.
Minesweeper?
No.
No.
Minesweeper
Fucking
goes
hell.
hard,
Okay,
though.
okay.
The
Games
story.
with a written like story.
Like, okay, so Guitar Hero's not in.
No, Guitar
Okay.
Hero.
Guitar Hero.
That
That
has-
count.
Yeah,
That
written
count.
story. That's
Yeah.
what.
That
But
can
not
count.
fucking Minesweeper.
Yeah, not Minesweeper.
Yeah.
Solitaire.
Hero counts.
There's a spectrum, and you
Solid.
have to be able to understand what
Okay,
the
I'm
spectrum
trying
is.
to-
valley.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to
Firewatch
figure out
counts,
if
too.
it's games I want to like base it on.
Just name
Did
it.
I
Just
like
name
the
it. We'll
story,
decide.
or have I put this many hours in it? Because there are games that I have like fucked up for hours.
Just name them and we'll tell you if they count.
Guitar Hero,
Count.
all of them.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
of them. All of them.
Solid.
Clone Hero, because there's not a fucking story. It's just different songs.
Yeah,
It's
Clone
the
Hero's
same
cool.
game over and over.
Yeah.
Sly Cooper, Last
Solid.
of Us. I didn't play it. Now is where I'm getting like.
Just do it, man.
Well, there's a bunch of games I played, but I didn't love that much. So
Solitaire.
like,
Cards Against Humanity. But
Club
virtually.
Penguin. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, that counts. I would count Club Penguin.
Yeah, of course you would.
That counts.
Oh God,
I'm not gonna
guys.
count Club
No,
Penguin.
no count.
What I'm saying is,
Couple
like,
of
I
penguins
played
over here.
Jack and Dexter when I was a kid. I played Bully when I was a kid. I played a lot of PS2
Bully
games.
counts. Bully definitely
So
counts.
does Jack and Dexter.
Bully
Yeah, I
counts
know,
as
but I
hell,
didn't
yeah.
love those games like I
I know
love
what
Sly
Jack and
Cooper.
Dexter
That's valid. That's
So I
valid.
don't want to put them in a list because then like Jack and Dexter, Ratchet
They don't
and Clank,
deserve the
Spyro,
list.
they're like the same block of like, yeah, I played it. It's the same fucking PS2 game. Like,
Yeah, you jump
Sly
around,
Cooper
you
was-
beat up enemies.
yeah, Lego Star Wars I played all the way through, but I wasn't like, yeah, like that's what got me into Star Wars, but that's not like.
That's what got me into Star Wars too.
Well, yeah, because watching the movies as a child is fucking hell. Like,
That's what I really like those movies.
Yeah, I was about to
As
say,
a
what-
kid,
What do we
you
decide?
understand
They were
it?
great when I was a kid.
Dude, the
I
taxation
had
of,
advanced trauma at an
trade
early
routes.
age.
Are you talking about the prequels?
Yeah, the
I'm
tax.
talking about the original.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh no, I'm not
No.
gonna hold you. Them shits are ass.
You can't watch those
Like-
as a
like
kid
that-
and be
Nah,
like, fuck
nah.
yeah,
Nah,
Star
they're like
Wars.
really cheesy, campy.
Listen,
like,
listen,
oh,
you
yeah,
haven't
for
fucked
the-
up a lot tonight. You're fucking up right now.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to pull you
You've been
out.
spitting all night until right
Yeah.
now.
I'm trying to
Those
pull you
movies
You're
out
the
of
wrong
Peak.
quintup of
The
people right
originals
now.
I'm trying to pull you out of a
I love
nosedive.
Star Wars.
Liam, listen,
peak.
I'm trying
We're
to pull
talking
you out of a
about
nosedive here.
As a kid, like she said, because as a kid, the prequels are fucking fantastic still. But as a kid, thinking about watching 4, 5, and 6, it's
Peak.
like there we go.
Peak.
Peak.
Loved
Peak.
them from the time
No,
I was a
listen,
kid.
listen, four-
Unironically, not joking
4,
around.
5, and 6, I think, are the easiest to get into when you're a kid.
No!
So
Think
good.
about taxation of trade routes.
You're
Yeah,
right. So good.
exactly.
No.
Of Phantom
There was
Menace.
What's
so
the-
little plot in the
I
main
was
ones
just about
that
to
you
say,
can't even follow it
fuck
unless you
off.
like read in between the lines.
You're overthinking it. He makes the thing go boom.
I'm a girl. I don't care for the boom. There was no love interest, and the only love interest there was Princess
need
Leia
a
and
love
Han
interest?
Solo.
Dude,
I need people.
off.
brother.
But I don't even like Princess Leia and Han Solo's relationship. That
A
pisses me off in a
wizard.
different
A wizard disappeared after he got hit with the laser.
I wonder if it's old Ben
You
Kenobi.
want-
You fucking idiot.
You want a love interest?
No, I don't know. It sounded like they handed off the
He
script
said
to
a
a bunch of
fucking
different.
wizard disappeared.
Yeah. Yoda's in it.
We watched
I wonder who
R2D2
Darth
get
Vader is.
tased.
God,
We
no.
watched R2D2 get
Don't pretend
tased
you
in the
would have known if
streets.
you had no information.
Nah, let's not be funny though.
You're right. R2D2 is a fucking thug, and he got
Yeah, he got tased and he got,
As a
got
kid,
taken out by a bunch of Jawas.
Before we finish your list, as a kid though, like as a kid, that's fine. You guys liked them. As a kid, I was like, these are cool, but the prequels are better. As a kid, you guys
Revenge
like
of the
4,
Sith
5, and
is
6
a
better.
fucking goated fucking.
I think
That's the best fucking one. It's the best fucking one.
What?
You guys are-
What?
you
Which
guys
one?
are-
Revenge of the
Revenge?
Sith.
Okay,
I was
no,
gonna
I
say-
stand by Empire. I'm sorry.
Nah, but no.
Empire's the best.
I'm sorry.
Revenge is.
The things that appealed to me in the originals were the AT-ATs and the fucking Ewoks.
Revenge
Okay?
of the Sith
You are a
is
girl.
Sorry.
the
Yes,
best
I'm a
movie
girl.
ever.
Yeah, Revenge of the Sith is definitely
like-
better
It
than
is
Strike
one
What
of
Back.
about
the
Boba
best
Fett?
movies ever made.
He's cool too.
All right, there you go.
But I'm saying.
Hold up.
Okay.
How
I
is.
do love Empire.
Yeah.
Empire's a great movie.
When was the last time
for
you
the
watched
time.
Revenge of the Sith all the way through?
Revenge of the Sith is one of the
Probably
best movies
last
ever
5
made.
years. Yeah, probably like in the last 5 years. I watched them with I watched all the movies with a girlfriend.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will agree, Revenge of the Sith has some of the best moments in the franchise in it. But there are some parts of that movie
That are terrible.
that are so bad.
They're bad. Yeah.
that it just
They're
is not
bad,
even
yeah.
equivocable to the
They're
original
bad,
trilogy,
yeah.
while campy, is of its time and easy to follow, and
Yeah.
what it is trying to tell you, it tells you well. In episode 3, man, they really they throw the paint bucket in different directions a couple times, and it does not land.
You're
It's
absolutely
edited
When they throw
badly.
paint buckets.
Yeah.
Huh?
That movie's perfect. When they
But
start throwing paint
It's
buckets.
one of the best movies.
It's great.
In my opinion.
I love it.
It's a great movie.
We gotta. Well, the only way we can have this conversation the right
to
way
watch 'em?
is to sit and watch them
No,
one day.
bro, you're not gonna tell me that like
When
Anakin-
Obi-Wan and Yoda go back to
Okay.
the Jedi Temple.
Okay.
When
Charlie.
they go back to the Jedi
Charlie.
Temple and they 2-second montage killing dozens of stormtroopers.
Are you talking
Clone-
about where they
Clone
clean
troopers,
the
sorry,
house
clone
at the
troopers.
Clone Troopers.
I'm
please.
talking about when they see the hologram of Anakin and Obi-Wan and Yoda have their little dialogue. It is just one of 5 moments where Ewan McGregor cannot contain how much he hates the script and how bad it is. He literally is holding his mouth to not laugh at what he's saying.
Are you talking about when they clean house? With
When they
those
clean
clone
house at the
troopers?
temple and he goes and gets
So
the shit.
a cut concept thing from that was where the clone troopers are going to be wearing like Jedi robes to be like fooling any coming.
I've seen that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen
Yeah.
that too.
That's in the Lego game.
I would honestly
Yeah, sorry.
enjoy that more if it had been in the movie. But like there are big scenes like that they make you read a book to understand the nuance of a little better
Yeah.
that happen in like the snap of your finger. They're just like, this all happened in the last perceived 4 hours, and you must know that to understand the scene better. So here's a book, and they do that for episode 2 and episode 3. I honestly, to me, I prefer episode 1 as a story than I do episode 3. The moments in 3 are better. Episode 1, as bad as it is, to me is the most cohesive of that trilogy.
Okay, when do we start talking about the prequels?
Well, we still didn't get over
Because
video
we
games
were
because
talking
we
about
haven't.
the originals.
Because he was saying Revenge of the Sith is the best.
It is.
Oh, I can't
Look,
compare.
he's wild. You're wild for that shit.
That's a wild movie to be the best in the Star Wars franchise.
That's the best one.
Listen,
Rogue One's
episode
better.
6.
Well, first of all, if I ever say in the Star Wars movies, I'm talking about
Like 1 through 9.
yeah, Rogue One's unequivocally the best one. Don't
Rogue
ever
One's
disrespect me
fantastic.
like that. I know good movies. Is that a ghost?
No,
That's Caitlin.
Oh.
Caitlin, you thought there was a ghost shutting that door and you were
I didn't
reacting that
think-
calmly?
I didn't think well, if you've seen the shit I fucking seen.
I mean,
yes.
the door
Okay.
does close by
No,
itself.
I just thought the hangers were fucking.
No, it does. It
But-
does.
What was the rest of that video game list?
Yeah, let's get back to that.
You know?
She didn't have anything. The rest were games that she didn't feel deserved to be on the list because they were just games she's played, like Jack and Daxter and Spyro and others.
So you really have a top 3?
Yeah.
That's fine.
That's fair.
nothing wrong
Yeah,
with
there's
that.
nothing wrong with
All
that.
right,
Okay,
what's yours?
okay.
It's Alim's.
No, she's not done.
I'm
She's not done.
I'm done with the games. I have to go back to Star Wars because
Oh,
we were
God.
talking about the originals and then y'all started talking about Revenge. That doesn't count.
See, here's how your opinion is moot to me. You can't discern which ones we're talking about.
All right. If we're gonna go past
Shit on.
the originals, the last 4 episodes of Clone Wars are arguably the best Star Wars movie
I agree.
ever.
But
Ever.
what are you
Period.
saying?
I'm saying I was talking about the originals,
Okay.
right?
Episodes 4, 5, and 6. A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and
We all know. You don't have to name them. God.
I'm just
we're
making
not-
Yes,
sure we're
but
on the
y'all
same
were
page.
talking
I'm
about
telling it for the
Revenge
people.
of the Sith.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we were.
Yes, and then you
That's
were
my fault.
comparing that to Empire, and I'm like, you can't compare those
Why
because
not?
obviously the prequels do better than the originals. That's what we were saying. We were
That's
talking
not
about
true.
as
That's
palatable
not
as a
obvious.
kid.
It's not true.
That's
What do
not
you
true or
like,
obvious.
Listen, you guys are on some whack shit.
Yeah.
The prequels are
But we
better.
were talking about them in different groups, right? I said
You guys
as
are on
a
some
kid,
whack shit.
you can't.
You guys are.
It's not palatable
It's
as
not
a
my
kid
fault you
to
guys
get
are
into
talking
the
crazy.
original
Am I-
trilogy.
y'all
Not for
came
you.
into my house starting
For us,
crazy.
it was. That's what we had.
Is
That's
that what
we
you
enjoyed.
started with?
That's what I started with.
He's
Okay.
wild. I didn't start with that shit.
I watched them in order.
I was
actually.
five.
As a kid,
I was
I
five.
watched 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
What year did fucking Phantom Menace come out?
Well, I saw 1, 2,
99.
4, 5,
99.
6. Then I saw 3 in 2005.
Yeah. So aside from Phantom Menace, because by the time I was 6, all I had was the original trilogy and the Phantom Menace. So I was watching the original trilogy.
Wait, that doesn't make any
Okay,
sense.
my mom sat me down, made
Does
me
it not
watch
make
the
sense?
original.
Oh, okay.
There you go. You figured it out.
My mom sat me down,
Who's this guy?
made
Oh,
me
no.
watch the originals, and I was like, yeah, it looks cool. And then I played Lego Star Wars, and it became palatable, and then I watched the prequels.
That's how
Yeah.
it was.
So whenever I said Empire was my favorite, that was based on the parameters of the originals. And then you're talking about Revenge, and it's not that I don't like Revenge, I just
Bless you.
didn't know that was in the realms of this discussion.
I love how the sequel trilogy just isn't in this conversation.
Because they're all so bad.
Fair.
Force Awakens
watch
is a
all of
great
them.
carbon copy.
Yeah, 7.
Force Awakens is good. Kylo Ren's the
It could have
goat.
been great.
He's the best of that whole trilogy.
8, if you recut it,
Can be good.
can be good. 9, outside of the lightning scene, and I'm not even talking about Chewbacca one. I think when that motherfucker lit up a sky full of spaceships,
That was pretty
it's
gangster.
fucking gangster.
It's the only gangster moment in a otherwise.
I think
Garbage.
they should
That's
have
really
committed to
fucking bad.
Kylo Ren being like the supreme leader. Like fuck.
No, they should have committed to him being a villain, especially with the idea that Vader wasn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Vader
Yeah.
couldn't,
Bless you.
end his life as a villain. So giving him the same exact character arc as Vader was like weak and a cop out.
Yeah.
But this is what matters. Kingdom Hearts 2.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2.
Understood.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls.
For the audience, I don't know if you guys can tell, we're on Alim's video game list now.
Yeah, I mean, top 5 video
That's a
games.
visual thing.
Yeah, top. And it wasn't. Top 5, so we got
Kingdom Hearts 2.
Kingdom Hearts 2. I'd really put the whole Kingdom Hearts series as the best for all of these. Bro.
Okay, well, there you go.
So Kingdom Hearts. Elder Scrolls.
Wait, Dave.
Which one? Skyrim?
It's between Oblivion and Skyrim.
Okay.
But I just say the series as
Okay,
a whole. But if I have to pick one, it's going to be Skyrim, but by a small margin due
Yeah.
to like
A
the
little
time.
bit more playability, a lot more to do.
Yeah, literally just because it was a newer game.
Yeah.
But Oblivion is the superior. Like, if we're looking at games from a storytelling standpoint, Oblivion's the superior game. Like,
Okay.
Dragons coming back in Skyrim was really fucking cool. Oblivion, like, shutting down the portals to hell, epic. Legend of Zelda. And I'm not gonna lie, Legend of Zelda's before Elder Scrolls.
Like all of them.
The whole thing. So Kingdom Hearts, the whole thing. Legend of Zelda, the whole thing.
The
Elder
good Legend of Zeldas.
Huh?
The good ones.
Yeah, no, the good ones. But even the bad ones are better than most people's like attempts at a good game. Like, what's the worst Legend of Zelda? You really can't. First of all, you're not even Legend of Zelda.
Oculus-
First.
Skyward Sword's pretty bad.
Skyward Sword's not bad.
No? I hate that game.
You played it?
I don't
Yeah.
like
Front to back.
Time or whatever.
Like, I got maybe 50 or 60% through.
Hey, you didn't like it because of the motion controls?
Motion controls, I wasn't into it at all. The story, not really.
How many Zelda games have you played?
Counting that one, 4. The original, that one, and the new newest ones.
Okay.
The
that's
2
valid.
newest ones.
I just wanted to make sure, like,
New twos.
I want to see, like, how, like, because
Yeah.
if you're not really into Zelda.
I've watched a lot more of them than I've played because, like,
Yeah.
Game Grumps, they love them. So I've watched a bunch of the
Yeah.
Game Grumps playthroughs of Zeldas.
Zeldas are so good.
They are good.
Yeah,
I do like them.
Yeah. No, that's valid.
I
that's
just
valid.
hated Skyward Sword.
No, that's
Yeah,
valid.
I think more than anything it was the art direction also. It wasn't as pleasing to look at as a lot of other Zelda games.
I think it tried to be a mix of Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, and Twilight Princess was a more realistic, grittier,
Yeah.
like kind of the Watchmen of Zelda.
Yeah.
And then Wind Waker was like a cel-shaded cartoon interpretation of Zelda, and they tried to take like some of the like look of Twilight Princess, but soften it with the cartooniness of Wind Waker. Because I will agree, Skyward Sword, I think the final boss looks fantastic. I think some of the environments look good, but I do think that's probably the worst looking Link. And like the sweatpants tucked into the boot look.
What about the like 2D animation one where he's like climbing shit, 2D platformer. Like it was almost like an arcade game.
Oh,
That game
that's
is-
Legend of Zelda 2. Because the first Legend of Zelda is the first open world RPG ever.
Yeah.
And then it's the second one's like that silly platforming
Yeah,
shit.
and it's so bad.
No, that's
Doesn't
dog
even count.
shit. No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't count.
I want to play. I've never played it. I think I would really love Majora's Mask if I played it,
Yeah, for sure.
because like
for
I
sure.
know that's one of the like pinnacle ones. that
Yeah,
everyone
and
loves.
it was funny too because like Majora's Mask is so good because of its nobody ever told a story like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What are you gonna say? Oh, you're holding up your fingers.
Great over here, live scoring the fucking the
Top
top 5
video
list.
games.
Call of Duty Black Ops 1.
Nah. God of War.
Oh
And this
fuck! I forgot. How did I leave God of War
Yeah,
out?
no, God of War.
God damn it! I forgot all about. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, my list needs revisions.
I'm not gonna lie, it's almost cliche to say it. Because I'm saying God of War is a whole franchise. I'm even merging the idea of the old games and the new games, so I
Yeah.
don't have to pick. But my fifth one, probably The Witcher 3.
I've always wanted to play The Witcher.
Yeah,
3.
like Kingdom Hearts, Legend of Zelda, Elder Scrolls, motherfucking, what was the fourth thing? God of War,
Witcher 3.
and Witcher 3. I think that'd be my
That's a
top.
solid pick. I think.
That's
gonna be the
23
best one. You
That's
got the list
23
wrong.
video games. 5 people.
My bad.
Are we rapping?
Oh, for sure. No,
Oh, yeah.
That's 2 hours.
That's a good idea.
I'm
That's a
just
good,
starting to fade.
No, I'm just dragging content. The top 5 was my last battery for the podcast.
Yeah,
And
that
I
was like beginning of the end.
I was like, yeah, I know this shit's dying off. Let's get a little
And so, yeah.
non-politically charged, racial Aleem sucks his own dick conversation going.
You know who's my favorite DC character?
Oh, you fucking.
It's Batwing.
You know my favorite voice actor from God of War?
Judge.
Christopher Judge. Okay, in the podcast.
All right. Thank you for listening. Have a great night. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. Have a good night.